It's been resolved, everybody. We're back. Should be working now.
Hello, everybody.
It keeps happening. This is, guys. If we want to discuss this here. First off, I'm gonna take Jackson up on his very good suggestion, where we say this is where the stream started. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary, and that first part is just like a funny bit. We were just doing a funny bit, right? That's just a funny bit.
It was a test stream.
It was a test stream. It was a test stream to make sure that everything was working and, nothing would go wrong. Definitely. And we're gonna play some Celeste now, and we are gonna play some Celeste now. Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I am Jackson, and this is our first real attempt tonight.
Hi, my name is Sean, also known as the Talking Skull. He, him, and Boy Shook Saudi. We're gonna say farewell today.
And thank your wife, Jackson. Thank your wife.
Oh, yeah.
Thank her.
Thank you for more tier 1.
Yeah, thank you for subscribing. 23 months, that's almost 2 years. I almost said it was almost 1 year. That would have been funny. So, I do want to open this, because now it is painfully on my mind, of how is the bottleneck? Guys, how is the bottleneck that my computer isn't running at capacity? What does that mean? What does that mean?
That sounds like a skill issue. Is Windows up to date?
Should be. I turn it off every fucking day, and if it's not, then I wouldn't know why.
Do you have it set to update automatically?
Yeah. I do. Should. You should. Should. I don't know why I wouldn't. I'll check later, but it should be automatically updating. Ooh, that was nifty. I like this friend. Oh. What's funny is I warmed up and I was like, wait, this is the part that kills me, is like this didn't start until like the second we started streaming, because I did practice. Like, I ran all the way through chapter 1 B-side, no problems. I don't know why my computer just decided at that moment to be like, nah. Just nah.
Could it possibly have been the combination of Celeste and, Parsec and stuff? Maybe.
You know that normal combination that we have every stream?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just making guesses, man.
That, the thing we do every single stream, and the thing that we use, and the setup that I have every single time we do this, that is
we make it sound like everything. Make it sound like everything is routine, but sometimes I have troubles getting out of bed, and I do that most mornings.
Wow. Everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably,
Hey! Welcome, Slylos, and thank you for resubbing for 61 months.
Oh shoot, did I miss the 60? Because I remember we were really hyped about that. Or was I there for that? I can't remember.
Listen, the real number, and this is gonna be for anybody who's going to be following Silos, because he's gonna be a trendsetter here. He's gonna get to 69 first, so I'm just saying, if you're not getting to 69, I mean, I'll respect you more if you get to 69.
Do I get to comment first on, I'm gonna try to be there to comment first.
On Silos' 69?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Alright.
The secret I found was this. This doesn't really help me. I mean, I guess it kinda helps me. I thought I was making
scouting mission.
I thought it was making any kind of progress, but it's like a more sadistic version of the clutter in chapter 3. Is the
Sort
impression
of.
I'm getting?
Yeah, that's not inaccurate.
Just have to figure out how to get to any of the entrances, I guess. Which I largely haven't been able to do yet. Oh, there.
This one's a real posler.
Real poozler.
I like how
Yeah.
you're like, oh, there, as though that's somewhere you can definitely reach.
Well, I mean, it's an electric box, which would turn off a lot of the lightning that's in the way, maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
that's valid.
Now.
Yeah. I do remember
That's
being stuck
valid.
on this one for a while.
This one's tough, man.
Yeah. Because there's only like one spot that actually is the way you can go, and so you have to parse through this entire room to figure out what direction can you go. Like it is a full-on a maze.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's a maze in the sense of like those Outback Steakhouse kids puzzle mazes, but
You know, for a
Yeah.
second there, I was gonna be like, you said Outback Steakhouse? Well, that ain't. Oh, I see.
It isn't like a maze like that, like those Cracker Barrel mazes.
I loved that moment where Isaac was just like, but it's not progress.
But it
Uh-huh.
is.
But it
But
is progress.
Listen, I'm gonna be unfurling this monkey's knuckle for a second here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're called. That's what they're called, right?
Somehow.
It's a monkey's paw, monkey's knuckle. I don't
I'm your
remember.
monkey's uncle.
At least that'll stay open, right? Yeah. Wait. Where'd it go? Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
it does stay open. Yeah, there it is.
Still does not feel like I found a solution to this part, so I guess I just gotta
You
take
have
around town, I guess.
some? Yeah. There you go.
There we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Yes, it is a trippy level, Silos. It's also a stressful level. Jesus.
Yeah, it's got a lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving hurt.
Hmm.
A lot of moving hurts. Right. Alright. I do like our good friend, though. He is a good friend.
Gotta
Eh,
love Jelly Friend.
Always. Okay.
Nice.
So I take you. Nope, not there. There he goes. I like that I haven't even found a single key. This is just the first fucking part.
Yep.
Fuck. That's a really tight corridor.
It sure is, bud.
I mean, you can always. Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I have no idea if you were actually supposed to do that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It was nothing. I missed a train. What? What?
Don't worry about that.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's just
Did that-
Twitch trying to do Twitch things.
Did that start its thing? Did that start on its own? I definitely didn't have any
Yep.
part of that. Okay.
I noticed that too.
Hey, I'm not gonna be like, how dare you, Twitch, try to encourage people to do the thing. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay.
His
I
brain
unlocked.
is actively tickling.
Oh, I actually... Okay. Sacrifice myself. I need to figure out where to take that jellyfish. In fact, hold on.
See? And you scoffed.
I did scoff. I scoffed a little bit too hard now, didn't I? Will that do any... No. He's not gonna get me ups. He's just gonna get me sides. He's not gonna get me ups. He's just gonna go left or right.
But
that
is left to right maybe what you need?
Maybe? Do I even need that spring? I can't even tell if I need that spring, is the thing. Okay. Yep. Well.
Perfectly placed.
Uh-huh. At least he's comfortable in there, the lucky bastard. Maybe there is a spider. There's a nice spider's apartment living in my computer, and I have no problem with spiders, but unfortunately my computer is not an apartment for spiders.
Regrettably, I am the High King of Skyrim.
Which one of you should definitely message me an apartment for spiders? I think that's a really that's a really good that'd be a good stream title. But what other things do not make ideal apartments for spiders, but would definitely be apartments for spiders?
The inside of your mouth, according to old internet memes.
Yeah, according to old internet memes and allegedly the fucking Animal Planet show Top 10, I think is what it was called. I think it was literally just called Top 10.
What the hell? What are you talking about? Wait, what?
It was just a show, or is like Nature's Most Extreme or something? Maybe it's Nature's Most Extreme. I don't know. There was an Animal Planet show where it was like, you know, animal facts. It's Animal Planet, and they had like a thing where they talk about the top 10 animals for some kind of like trait or fact, and I remember learning about that for the first time, where they're like, oh ho ho, everybody eats like 5 spiders in their life because they sleep with their mouth open and the spider decides to just crawl up in there, so if that's a good place to be, and then you swallow them, and I just frankly can't believe that would happen.
No, it super doesn't. It's an old myth. Disappointing that Animal Planet would be spreading such hilarious lies.
And I would say that show was before what I would call the downfall of Animal Planet, when it just stopped being like a science channel for me. I hated when Animal Planet and Discovery Channel started doing like pop reality TV, and I'm just like, guys, this isn't why I watch this shit.
But that's not what gets views.
And it makes me
They gotta
sad.
drive that engagement. Good luck.
There's a key. Yeah, that ain't it. Maybe I gotta get rid of the spikes first?
Hmm.
Yeah, at least I got past the first part of this puzzle.
Step 1 is complete.
Huh?
Step 2, draw the rest of the owl.
This thing. Ah! My friend! Okay. What? I do?
Welcome to Chapter 9, motherfucker.
Yo.
This room does not fuck around.
Have you experienced this, Sean? Because like, yeah,
I didn't finish Chapter 9, but yeah, I got this far.
Gotcha. Yeah, this room is pretty miserable.
I don't think I understand even the mental gymnastics where are the blocks?
They're up.
They went away.
Oh, there they are. Man, I'm already immediately like, how are the mechanics working here?
I firmly believe that Chapter 8 Seasides are easier than this.
Okay.
Firmly.
Whoopee. Okay, I gotta...
Oh,
No?
almost.
Maybe. See, that's what I was thinking, because I gotta... Well, that ain't gonna do nothing. 'Cause I gotta... Here, this... Because I, like, picked up on... Oh, fuck. Is it vexing you? Why are you being vexed by this, Kirby? And also, hello. Ah, fuck.
X.
Vex.
Vex. How'd I miss? What the fuck? I'm just trying to learn this mechanic. Eh! Cause I did it in midair when it was like obvious what I needed to do, and now I'm like, oh, I gotta hit L. God damn it. Okay.
Whoa.
Alright.
Are you talking about this GameCube game with the gerbil?
Gerbil? That's G-Force. Wait, no, those are guinea pigs. God damn it, I almost said G-Force.
The Jeeble.
Okay, no. Boy, that is tight. That is tight as fuck. Eh. Get out of here. Get out of here, jellyfish. Oh my god.
I know it does. Oh, go for it.
I just gotta be tighter on that.
Yeah, I know it does you no favors, the fact that we play this once every like 2 months nowadays.
Oh, this keeps me refreshed. This keeps me clean. Fuck. And I mean, I actually was running chapter 1 as like a warm-up and a test to be like, okay, how much have I depreciated? I'm like, I did chapter 1 faster than I ever had before, so I'm like, okay, no, this game sticks in my brain.
That's good.
So, that ain't... This
You're
is just
alert?
New. Yep. Well, that's not a word, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh! I'm making progress, but I still don't know... That doesn't...
I think there's one small element of this puzzle that you haven't quite put together yet. If I myself understand it correctly, which I might not. It's been a while.
All the pieces are on screen though.
Yeah. There you go.
There it is.
Boy, I
Now
gotta
we
do
get to
that.
the real hard part.
Yeah,
Now
now
this
you
is
can-
one of those frustrating levels that once you get it, you can do it too well and start overshooting and dying on fucking ceilings.
Uh-huh.
This is so finicky, this room.
This is...
Yeah.
I'm just... Whoa. The one thing I'm still trying to figure out is how to time the throw of the jellyfish.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Not like
that's so fucking hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. And I can't do diagonal, it has to be straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Ah! I wasn't
That was
hitting-
closer.
I wasn't holding L. I need to hold L more. God damn it. That's a lot of button inputs to train my brain around all at once.
Yeah, they really just turned this up to 11.
Uh-huh.
Or should I say they turned it up to 9?
Well, fuck. I mean, god damn it. I will survive. I don't know
You
why.
sound like it.
I don't know. I must have huffed on some fucking dust or some shit. Ah, fuck. I'm getting wheezy. I don't know why.
Well,
This is faster. This is faster. Ah!
If this was a movie, then Isaac would be about to die of some sort of horrible disease.
Why do you say that? Is it because I showed my
He
mortality?
coughed significant.
For-
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, the cough is foreshadowing.
Am I patient zero? About to fucking cause some kind of epidemic that definitely wasn't somehow crafted to... Why do I gotta be the carrier? Why do I gotta be the carrier? Can't
Well,
it be like...
it's better than being patient 1, because at least that, like, if you're patient 0, at least you're original.
Who would you... What is a celebrity that you'd be okay with being patient zero?
Whoa.
Heavens.
Or is it funnier to say which one wouldn't you?
Man.
No, definitely not funnier that way.
Which
You're
one are we
basically
more
asking what
comfortable?
celebrity you would kill?
Yeah,
So
which
it's a
I
question.
don't.
They get better, yeah.
Famously, Patient Zero is the only one that recovers.
They're the one who has the vaccine in their
Patient Zero,
bodies.
it's like Hero. Do you know that movie Hero?
Yeah.
Patient
remember.
Zero is the one.
Patient hero.
Fucking Christ.
Well, so for no good reason, Dwayne Johnson was the one that came to mind.
What the
Something's
fuck?
wrong with my brain today, because that was my first thought too.
You're stealing other people's thoughts today, Sean. Your telepathy's finally coming in. We had a moment like that the other day, too.
Oh man, I wish. I wish that I would get telepathy in the form of just intrusive thoughts that I don't understand the origin of. That I can't
but they're all
trace back
harmless.
to any person.
Yeah. I mean,
Certainly not
that's,
yourself.
That's kind of what happened, yeah. Because it's like, do I want him
Dude,
to
you're a
die?
seer. You're a seer.
I
it's
just
like-
have to voice every random thought that comes across my mind, and then we'll have like a 9-to-1 to hit ratio. But boy, when I hit, it's gonna be wild.
Yeah. And it's one of those yeah, obviously we don't want Dwayne Johnson to die, but he was the first person I thought of.
Hey, I think that's okay. I can play with this because if we're talking about whether or not we want him to live or die, I think Dwayne Johnson would have a strong chance at surviving being patient zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So-
got this Constitution score.
Right, exactly.
So that way
There's
you
gotta
can
be somebody with a higher Constitution than Dwayne Johnson, right?
I
Who
mean,
here's the new. I'm usurping your hypothetical. Who has a higher Constitution score than The Rock?
Oh man, The Rock. Okay, so I know that Michael Phelps famously had that,
only people alive? Tough question. Only people alive, or are we also including?
We can go dead.
well, they probably didn't have that good of a Constitution score if they're dead.
Yeah, I mean, famously, undead creatures don't have a Constitution score, but good luck.
I mean, it's gotta be why can't I think of what his name is now all of a sudden?
Abraham
Princess
Lincoln?
Bride. He was a wrestler as well.
Oh,
Andre the Giant?
Andre the Giant, yeah.
Andre the Giant.
I could see it.
I mean, I feel like they're equal, right? They're both wrestlers. They're both
Right.
wrestlers /
But-
movie stars. Like, they're
Listen.
exactly the same person.
Yeah, they're
Andre
the
the
same
Giant
person.
and Dwayne The Rock Johnson are the same man.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying that The Rock is small per se, but he's known for his most hardness. He's not known for being
Yeah,
the giant.
and what's more constitutional than hardness?
Fine, you're right. I was thinking just pure mass, just pure volumetric mass. Okay.
I'm not asking who the biggest friend is.
Yeah,
And that's obviously Ross,
Also,
Sean.
famously, Andre the Giant died really young,
yeah.
so he couldn't have had that good a constitution.
Yeah, no, it's not. People that are big aren't always the most have the strong. Like sometimes people that are big can be a big baby.
Now what about now here's this. What about Shaq?
Interesting. Interesting that you've once again gone for the biggest
Like the
friend.
biggest person.
I mean,
Famously, people that tall have problems with like their bones and their joints.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we
Shaq
could-
seems sturdy.
Shaq
Yeah.
does seem sturdy. Like he played the basketball. Like he. Yeah.
He's got the muscles.
So now we're getting
Check the
into
mus-
like Mahomes
Yeah.
territory here, or what? Like, are we looking for
Shaq-
somebody who's
a quarterback.
To
Interesting.
your
Yeah.
credit, Shaq probably could have professionally played like 3 sports or something like that. He just
Shaq
chose
could have
basketball.
professionally played basketball. You're right.
Well, he did. Batman, like he could have
Could
also
you
played.
imagine if Shaq played basketball? That's
Man, that
fucked
would
up.
that'd be fucking wild, man. That guy's so tall. He would have been so good at getting that hoop.
Yeah.
Guys, we can't make that joke. Shaq is one of our biggest viewers. Okay, he watches this. He'll get offended. He'll have his feelings hurt because I'm sure he's. I also get the.
I mean,
feeling
we've
that-
said nothing but good things about Shaq.
That's true. Because Shaq.
We just
Shaq-
want to see the man play basketball. It'd be great.
Yeah, it would be great. Shaq seems like a really, really good, wholesome, friendly green giant kind of human being.
Your friendly neighborhood giant man.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we went for fictional characters, Jolly Green Giant would 100% have a great constitution.
I mean, if we're going fictional characters, then the ball's in hell because there's like 1,000
the orbs
fictional
and-
characters who
That's
can't
true.
be killed by any means.
Now, what about the orb in Elden Ring? The literal orbs.
I mean, those things are surprisingly easy to destroy.
That's
Yeah.
fair. They're just annoying.
I feel like fictional characters can't be allowed because then we would just like go to like Superman and stuff, and it's like that's
Yeah, that's what I'm
Geodude,
saying.
Yeah.
Onyx.
It should have been funny, but that was really honestly, it is pretty good. Is Superman weak to water though? God, like
Wait, is he?
no, he's not. I don't think he needs to breathe as much.
What?
Well, you know, Jackson, you've brought up a very clear, obvious
he is an alien.
point. Both of you he's brought up a clear point that he literally has a one single weakness that turns him into a baby child boy.
I
mean,
think
that's
it's
just
just
The
The
Rock.
Rock just turns him into a normal human man.
That's true. It turns his constitution of like 80 into a constitution of like
One.
12.
Oh.
Well,
No,
not
11.
1. Yeah, like 11.
He just
You
becomes
think-
average everyday man.
Yeah, he suffers from mortality at that point.
Uh-huh.
What's weird is, I feel like there are a lot of depictions where he like is like, you know, off put or upset about the fact, like he cringes, like he, you know,
Yeah, I
like
think you're
oh
right.
get it away, and he like cowers.
I mean,
but
it's like
never,
that scene in Dr. Horrible where it's so shocking to him to experience being an unpowered person that it's just a complete, like, it destroys his whole mind.
Right,
That's-
yeah, Captain Hammer, yeah.
Yeah.
because that would be my whole thing. Is like just get your legs under you, grab the nearest gun, and shoot Lex Luthor. It'll be fine, bud.
I mean, if he wanted to kill Lex Luthor, he would have done it in, like, comic number
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, he could have
That's
done it
fair.
from space. Like, he could literally, with his, like, supervision, he could just, like, find Lex Luthor's, like, bedroom and take the shot.
Also, if he just gains the strength of a normal human man, like, is there an insinuation then that like his body is like, maybe he just, it's if he, yeah, I'm trying to think here, like maybe he's actually on the weaker side for a Superman guy, and when you take away the power of the sun, he's just like he's got like every single disease.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like, he's actually... That's fascinating, yeah. Like, he's actually got, like, scoliosis or something like that.
He's
and,
got bonitis, he's got
bronchitis.
leukemia, he's got shingles. He just instantly breaks out in shingles. That's why he starts melting. It's not actually like, you know, why he falls into the ground in pain and suffering. It's just because he suddenly got shingles, because he's like,
He just,
no.
he just scratches his head. It just scratches his head like, oh crap! I have a bad case of psoriasis now.
Uh-huh. I think, listen, not that, you know what, this is if you are comfortable, would you describe shingles as kryptonite for a young person?
Probably, because I've had shingles as a young person.
Uh-huh. Like, I always get the impression that it's like
It's
nigh one of the worst things that you can just break out into having.
well, I mean, if you're asking for like stream fun and friendly, like just like the quick oversight, it sort of gives you like dragon scales in a way, because what happens is you just get like the worst set of pimples of your life. Now, granted, I'm a young person, so I did not have I did not have a level of case that an old person has. Like, apparently, when you get elderly, like it gets bad. But as a young person, when I had it, you just get like a set of really, really gnarly pimples, and then when those break, it just kind of like scales over on those, and then after that, you're fine, basically. Like, your doctor might still tell you to like take some medicine for it, but like,
Yeah, like some antibiotics and stuff. Don't
Yeah,
let that
exactly.
get infected.
you're right, because you could, in theory, you could give other people the chicken pox. Like, I remember while we were still going into the office, like there was a guy at work who like avoided me like the plague because he was like, hey, I've got like 2 and 3 year olds at home who haven't had the chicken pox vaccine, so, and I was like, totally understandable. See you later.
Yeah.
So this conversation has made me realize that there's a game called I Was a Teenage Exocolonist that
Yeah.
I recently had cause to remember. And this conversation has made me realize that there is a character in that game whose superpower is that they have shingles.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Because they basically have like super scabs, so like anytime they get hurt, they get like scales growing in that spot. So like gradually, all of their skin gets replaced by scales bit by bit over the course of the game.
That's kind of cool.
It's a fucking awesome game.
Now it's gotta be.
Bonitis.
It's still gotta be
Bonitis
like
is a-
painful, right? Like it doesn't. It
It's
probably doesn't
described
feel.
as itchy.
Yeah, it's
It's a scab. It's basically treated just like a super scab.
yeah, itchy's a good way to like until like
Oh, I
before
thought
the
you said
pimples break.
itchy, and I was like, what the fuck is the description of the
It's a
verb
little
itchy?
hinky.
It's a little itchy.
It's a little kitschy.
Hey, I'm starting to get the actual mechanic here. Starting to understand what I
you're-
gotta do.
You're like almost there.
Ah, fucking Christ, that's a really hard one to do twice in a row, though. Now I don't know why I thought that was my plan.
I mean, you just said go on without me. Live.
As the jellyfish does what a jellyfish does, not have any consciousness and not understand what's happening. The jellyfish can't know what's going on, right? Like, it's not.
They don't seem like they could.
They're not. I'm not saying they're like do worse for it, but they don't show any sign of, advancement. I did it too soon. Fuck.
This
Oh,
jellyfish isn't stinging Madeline because it's having the time of its life.
That's true.
Yeah, it's loving this while Madeline's like, God, you fucking shit. I think Madeline would swear. I think Madeline would swear.
She feels like she swears.
Oh yeah, like literally like chapter 2, like, or chapter 1 or chapter 2 or something like that. When Theo's just like, man, how do you deal with all this stuff? And she's like, I drink mostly.
Uh-huh. That's true. She does say that. Forgot about that.
Yeah, it's like the least like for as much. Oh jeez. As much as like some completely good sweet bean Madeline seems like always, like that is a surprisingly crass response.
I mean, that really plays into her. I mean, and it.
Oh
it
yeah, no, it's a good response.
Now this is curious. Now this
Yeah?
is curious. Am I understanding the direction I'm supposed to go left, right?
I think so.
Ah, fuck. I just gotta do it faster, I guess.
I think maybe you do go right, actually, because the right one is lower.
Oh, shoot. In that case, yes. I'm sorry.
So, if it's any consolation, if you said something, Jackson, your microphone didn't pick it up.
I was at first I was just agreeing with the left thing.
I think Isaac's brain just didn't pick it up because it's working on other things right now.
There's a lot. There's a lot happening. Yeah.
At least I'm now consistently dying, which means I'm consistently doing it correct enough to get to places where I can't survive.
Mm-hmm. At least I'm dying. You went left.
I know. I'm gonna try right next time, but I feel like it's too close. Jet!
I'm just saying, you had the height if you had gone right. If right works, that would have been enough height to make it.
Presidents who could take the Rock in a fight.
I mean, well, this was gonna be my real human answer, was Teddy Roosevelt. Oh!
Yeah.
No!
Oh, jeez.
I didn't realize there was one more step. I should have trusted that there would be one more step.
Easy.
Oh, thank you, kind game. Even they're like, nope, we're not
I
gonna
really
make you.
thought you were gonna say thank you, Kanye.
Well, thank you, Kanye, once again for the strength that you've given me today. Wouldn't be able to be here without you in some ways. I'm sad that my wanna know what's funny? That video didn't get taken down because Kanye took it down. I rebuted that. It was actually either some random studio or the animation studio got mad at me for using that footage.
Oh, yeah. Hey, at least they recognized you. Senpai noticed you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Also, as far as, did Chad ask that question? What president can win in a fight with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock?
No, Isaac did.
Oh, no, I was just like, okay. I'll still acknowledge it anyway. Sorry, that was really rude of me. I just wanted to be funny. So I think I agree with about the Teddy Roosevelt thing. But emotionally, I would say Obama, because it's one of those things that's just like,
Whoa.
like, could you fight him emotionally? Like,
Interesting.
I mean, that would happen in the rain.
That's a little spicy politically. I don't know if I want to touch that one.
is it? That's fair. You know, I did not think about that part.
It's just a little too recent.
That's fair. You're right. Yeah, funnily enough, I did not process really a whole lot of what I was saying. Well, yeah, I guess if I change my answer now, it's not even funny anymore. It's just, yeah. Whoops.
Wait, no, they don't go through. Wait, do they go through spikes?
Reported.
The jellyfish can go through spikes.
Okay, okay. Well,
There you go. You got it.
What is a so, without getting into politics too much, but what is a far enough president away that we can poke fun at?
I mean,
Abraham
poking fun
Lincoln.
at is one thing.
I mean, Obama's got a sense of humor. We can make fun
Yeah.
of Obama. Like, we're talking about the president who fucking, with, you know, all the controversy about whether he was a fucking U.S. Citizen.
Oh yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah, decided to make a joke about how they found video of his birth and it was just the scene from Lion King of Simba
from Lion
being
King,
born. It's fucking great. Like,
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
he has a great sense of humor. I don't think
I
he'd have any
never-
problem being made fun of like that.
I've never watched the White House Correspondents' Dinners except for when he was running them.
Uh-huh.
Like, his White House Correspondents' Dinners were actually very entertaining.
I'm calculating.
1.
Okay. Oh! Now this one is... This is some real this one is some real shit? I missed!
One.
This one is tough. This one's really tough. What the hell?
I'm still stuck on the question from like 3 questions ago about like a real life person that could have a higher constitution than Dwayne Johnson. It's a hard question.
I mean...
Because like constitution, like if I was thinking strength, then I would just look up like the winner of like the, you know, world's strongest competition or something like that. Like that's easily like measurable.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that lifted like a fridge or whatever, like I'm trying to remember.
Now, Ozzy Osbourne is an interesting answer. I like that answer.
Yeah, Bjorn Halfthorson. Thank you. Isn't he also an actor, by the way? Like, isn't that the dude who played like the Mountain on Game of Thrones or something like that?
Also, if you're gonna have... Oh, he doesn't come back. Oh, he doesn't come back.
He's just drifting in his little world.
Honestly, he's probably... Yeah, he's fine. He doesn't die. He lives up here.
I do agree with... Actually, I agree with Sean that Ozzy Osbourne is a fascinating pick because he gives very like Rasputin vibes in that you could keep on poisoning him and like he will never die.
There you go!
That's what I'm saying.
Well, here, I'm now just like, but also you found a great one. Why have none of us said Rasputin yet? The man was poisoned multiple times!
That's true. I don't know, because like right now, I feel like I like Ozzy Osbourne more.
Ozzy
That man
Osbourne
has done a lot of drugs.
Yeah, he is a human chemistry lab. Now this is an interesting tactic.
Surely this isn't the answer.
Yeah, he is the genuine example. Ooh. Yeah, he is the genuine example of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you into a Witcher.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, that is true. Or a Grey Warden. They're
Or a
basically
Grey Warden.
the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much, which I do love. Honestly, either of those are dope.
Yeah, both very cool.
Yeah.
Listen, we're all fantasy fans here. I don't think any of us would have a problem being like a lich or something.
So, I'll go for it.
Not
Always
really
know.
what either of those things are, but...
Do you feel like, I've thought about this a little bit, because, like, you know, you survive, like, thinking about, like, The Witcher or the Grey Warden's trials. If you survive them, you become a member of their respective organization. You gain strength from that. You gain strength from surviving the trials. Do you feel like it would cheapen the experience if they had, like, more levels of that, like an elite Witcher or something, where they, I don't know, had to survive another round, where it would be like this sort of like, do we stop here or do we push it further kind of deal?
Like, do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it loses some of the impact to me thematically, because, like, the whole idea is that it's this, like, really fucked up thing that they do, you know? And turning it more into a...
Into like a power-up thing?
Yeah. I feel like once you are a Witcher or a Grey Warden, you just are one, and anything beyond that would feel a little too anime.
Yeah, I think I agree. Yeah, because it's like trying to drink your way to Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people try. I like that you're like just specifically Super Saiyan 2 as though if it is achievable to drink your way to Super Saiyan 1, which maybe.
I mean, Super Saiyan 1, we're already drinking our way to.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just becoming a Witcher or a Grey Warden, yeah. Because they are most certainly definitely stronger than the average mortal in that universe.
I mean, to be fair, so is the Saiyan.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You did it, you beat the level.
Ow. I figured it out. I figured out how to go up. I need to actually grab the thing. Oh, God.
For the question we usually ask of it, have we done anything this week? Or what? Sorry, what have we done this week?
I haven't done shit.
That's fair. I think my brain's really off tonight. I've just been on some brain off.
we're post holiday season. I think we're all processing that it's now 2024, which I will say in some ways has been simultaneously, good. It's been a very wild start to the year. I'm gonna, without getting into details, stuff
I don't
is...
think...
Oh, shit.
2020 wasn't that long ago. I don't think we're allowed to say that.
Yeah, that's fair. Fair. But, I mean, let me have this. But no, there has been a rock wild set. Man, the rock apparently entered my life today.
The rock entered your life. It's really romantic, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't. If
What?
That is not usually my body type, but I feel like The Rock has the personality for me, man. That I'd be okay with it, yeah. Yeah. Why so quiet?
I'd be happy to be best buds with him, but honestly, if we're talking about celebrities you'd be best buds with, honestly,
I mean,
what's up?
I'm not talking.
Don't worry, Jackson, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, just buddies. Yeah, just
We're
buddies.
just naming buddies.
He could be, he's not my body type for buddies usually, but he has the charisma.
He can rock your life, yeah. But that's fair. I would be best buddies with Henry Cavill, who is another massively strong man, or at least is built like one. But
I like the implication that he might be super weak. He might just, those muscles might just all be for show.
He might have a kryptonite, and then it turns out that he has every single disease in existence.
his kryptonite is World of Warcraft.
What?
No, there's a really funny story about how I forget if I'm surprised I haven't told this on the stream, but I think he was on like Jimmy Fallon or something. No, he's on some British show, where he almost missed the call for Superman because he was too busy raiding in World of Warcraft.
That's amazing. What the hell?
Yeah,
He really is just like the biggest dweeb. He's very lovable. There's this compilation I found once on YouTube of interview clips of like women in interviews with him just being like weirdly like touchy and affectionate to him, and him just being really uncomfortable with it. Just like, ma'am, I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
Please stop. Don't touch me.
Please, you're embarrassing yourself.
That's wonderful. Wonder if there's an Eric Andre with him. He feels like he'd be really good to have on Eric Andre.
If he knew who Eric Andre was, he would probably do it, I feel.
Yeah, he seems like a good sport.
There was another season of Eric Andre. I need to check it out. I still don't know what it'll look like, because I just don't think Hannibal wasn't in the third season as like kind of a bit, but I just don't think he's doing it anymore to begin with, so I don't know what it'll look like, but I remembered liking season 3. I am perplexed on a maneuver here now that I'm not sure if I'm doing correctly, because I feel like I need to go straight up.
It is
But-
about as difficult as it seems.
Do I have to figure out a way to go straight up without a wall? Because that's... Oh, that might be it right there, actually. Hold on. Well,
Well, you just have to be able to, like dash with the boy into the crystal.
I have an idea.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. You might be right. That is probably the way to do it. That's probably a much easier way to do it.
I need to fucking grab it, but yeah. Ah! This is so stressful. This stage is so stressful. God damn it. Well, Kirby, it's mainly convenience. That was all I was gonna say. I know you said that a while ago, but I don't think any of us answered. It was mainly convenience, and clearly that room was not designed that you had to start with pink hair, because this is a good game that understands that it wants to be hard, not frustrating.
Yup. Ooh, interesting order of operations.
Yeah, I think I got I think I got everything I need. I just gotta put the pieces together now.
Put the feces together.
Whoa.
Fuck. That's where the poop goes, Jackson. Put the
That's
poop...
what the poop is.
Yeah. That ain't it, but I think I'm getting close.
Yeah.
Oh, I did do something this week.
You lied! You said you
What?
didn't do anything!
No, it was Sean. I thought that was Sean that said he didn't do anything.
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, fair enough.
I know we sound so much alike, but
Man, we haven't run into that yet, and I keep on, like, hearing when that happens to, like, a content creator, especially, like, if people are... I like hearing about, like, for example, like, the McElroys will talk about that being a thing where people will mix up their voices, and I'm like, I know they're related, but they really don't sound at all that
Justin
similar.
and Travis, depending on the episode, Justin and Travis can sometimes sound similar enough that to someone who's not familiar with their voices, it can be hard to keep track of which one's which. I know that to
Gotcha.
us who are super familiar with them, we're like, Travis has the most distinctive voice on planet Earth.
Travis and Griffin.
But Justin and Travis do have sort of similar voices.
Oh, I see. What if I do that first? Yeah. Cause yeah, like, and then another one is like, you know, when they aren't related, because like apparently that's a thing that even happens in Oni stuff, where I'm just like, how are people confused? They don't sound anything alike. They don't sound anything alike. How did they get that confused? I don't know. I don't think I've ever run into a case where people have sounded that similar, and we haven't run into it yet, but I'm so curious what that'll sound or look like, because I'm just like,
The same.
how though? Well, I want to know the context. I'll have to be like, how? Send me the exact clip where I sound like, I don't know, you, Sean. We don't sound anything alike, so maybe my brothers. I could see it like if I had like my younger brother on. I know we sound very similar. Like my
You sound
younger
kind of similar, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
do-
like depending on the day and how enthusiastic either of us are feeling, James and I could sort of sound alike.
Yeah, the
Ow.
Have
microphones.
sort of like low monotone voices.
The microphones help keep you too distinct, but I can see, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Damn it. This is a tough one. This one's a
By
tough
which you mean my microphone is hot shit ass, right?
I feel like what it is that James cannot be compelled to speak loudly, so he puts his microphone closer to his face.
Yeah, probably. I
fair.
also just don't care much about my mic being echoey, so
Right.
like I spent so long doing this from just like my living room, sitting on my couch or on the floor, where it's like I'm not getting the microphone close to my face just logistically.
Yeah.
So I just kind of accepted that that was sort of the soundscape I was delivering.
And I mean,
And now I don't care anymore.
oh.
There it is. There it is.
And then I walk straight into the spike wall.
I was gonna say, dude, if you walk into the spikes, that'd be sad.
Congratulations.
Did it.
Nice.
My thumbs hurt already.
Understandable. Very understandable.
You did it.
Did it. Easy game. Whoa, the music's so pretty up here. I like it.
And there's
I like
starfish.
And there's... I mean, that's not... I mean, those are just stars, Sean. Starfish are made in the shape of stars.
There's starfish.
Oh, yeah, these things. I have to remember how they work. How do I flip them? I don't remember how to flip them.
You bop them.
Right. Right. There we go. Gotcha. Almost. Okay, I got it.
I remember first hearing this piece, and it reminded me a lot of like Ghibli music. It like reminds me of some like Castle in the Sky.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, dude.
Bonk.
I guess you should still watch Boy and the Heron if you haven't gotten to it yet. It is
I want to.
like it's quite quality.
Yeah, I've heard it's quite
That
good.
That man cannot be contained.
Sorry, I'm
See,
doing some
those are stars, Isaac.
shit. It's worse to you? Really? I like it.
It's pretty.
Yeah. I like there's like some... I don't know, it's just also so different. Like, I like when
Yeah,
music...
it's a big shift in atmosphere moving into this area.
Especially compared to like a lot of the music in the rest of the game. It like doesn't sound like anything like in the rest of the game. There's nothing quite this regal.
Yeah.
God, I got the strat. Oh, that ain't it though. I made it there earlier. I know I can make it again. Shit. I'm not sure if diagonal is the way or not, but okay, it was the way.
Turns out if you want to go right and up, you should probably go right and up.
Huh? What are we gonna do? Thomas was alone. I haven't played that game in such a long time.
That's crazy that you mentioned that because we went on our trip the other week, and I want to say
Thomas.
well, yeah, I did. I visited. Yeah, it's true actually. But
And was he alone?
yes, actually he was because he didn't bring his longtime girlfriend with him. We were gonna meet her, but then he.
What if he's playing a prank on you?
Is she from
he's-
Canada?
He's well, I'm related to him.
Well,
So, I don't think he's from
your
Canada.
relatives can play pranks on you. I don't.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's from Canada. Probably.
No. Is she from Canada?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because we all know Canadians aren't real.
You know what's funny is it's really not confirmed. Like, she might be from Canada because I didn't get to meet her. So, like, the jury's out on that one. But yeah, I was also listening to the Thomas Was Alone music during I think during one of our trips because it was just like, when did we listen to it? It was really recently, like within the past like week or two.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good game. It might be one of the first indie games I ever played was Thomas Was Alone, and it definitely
Yeah,
was
me
one of my
too.
favorite. It's a masterclass in narrative design through mechanics because of how simple it is, in my opinion.
I want to say, I wonder what the first indie game I actually played was, like, in terms of, like, the modern indie scene. Because I want to say it would have been either that or Bastion.
I was gonna
Nope.
say that those were like the same time for me. Yeah.
I played
Maybe-
them both before I moved into my apartment in Lawrence. Gone Home, I think I played around the same time as well.
Really? I was way late on Gone Home. I did play it, but it was much later, I want to say.
I still haven't played it.
It's good.
It's like 2 hours. It's literally 2 hours of your life. You could do it in a single stream.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like usually the time that I take to do an average stream. Nah, I do intend to play it at some point. But yeah, no, I would love to, cause like it's been long enough, and also I'm kind of getting to that point that I would like to just. It's been long enough since it's been like in my or anyone's like mind that I feel like it would be interesting to like kind of dissect it, since it does a really interesting thing that became more of a thing in the indie scene, I feel like, but like was definitely one of the like one of the trends.
Yeah, I mean, it came out of that whole zeitgeist of like are games art and what games as an art form looks like, and I feel
Right.
like that and Gone Home and Dear Esther and fucking
Oh, The Last of Us.
Stanley
certainly.
Parable were all like games that really explored that topic.
That's true. That's true. I guess they really did a lot to settle the debate. For some reason in my brain, I feel like The Last of Us was like the death nail in the coffin for like people asking that question.
Yeah, it should have been Journey. I don't know how that question, like, I mean, for that matter, it should have been Shadow of the Colossus. That whole conversation was always stupid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yup.
Funnily enough, Gone Home was another game that was like recently brought up to me, because I want to say, actually, you might have been there, Sean, because I think we were watching some like, hey Ash, what you playing? Just kind of goofing off.
Oh,
hanging
yeah,
out.
yeah. We were showing Savannah, hey Ash, what you playing? And
Yeah.
their Gone Home video is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's funny is I don't know
Blart
if
Mall Cop, Paul Blart Mall Cop, Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Okay, never mind. I have seen that one.
Also relevant because that video is about the discussion about Gone Home being art.
Uh-huh.
That's true, yeah. Man, there's so many things like planted subconsciously in our brain.
But yeah, Gone Home is great. I definitely say we should do it sometime.
Yeah.
On that note, I actually have something interesting that I kind of want to discuss, because this was something that happened actually earlier today that I think is fascinating further to the discussion of what happened. It's my thesis, but I was just chilling out. I was hanging out in somebody else's Twitch, and they were playing Tarkov, and I started thinking about the whole because I've been watching a lot more video essays and everything like that. So I've got a lot more, and I've always been kind of analytical about games to begin with, no matter what. And I think as a topic, whether now or later, Tarkov is an interesting game to study because there's a lot to dig into with its development, from both a social aspect as well as a mechanical aspect and everything about it. And I remembered going on that. At one point, I mentioned it in chat, saying in this guy's chat, Tarkov is a fascinating game to study. And somebody in chat, and maybe this just more bothers me more than anything else, his response is, "What do you mean by study?" And I'm like, what do you
mean?
What do
Sounds
you-
like a question?
I was like, you can he didn't respond to this, but I was like, you can study a video game like literature or movies, and nobody said anything, but it's just still weird to me that must just be, again, most people, even people who are playing that game, don't think video games are something you study? At all? Mm-hmm. Just to be able to think about them? I don't know. It was just a weird thing. Maybe I'm just venting, but it's a weird... I don't know if you guys have encountered anything like that But I don't know. Is that weird? Am I weird to think that's weird?
I think you're in a group of friends who would think that's the least weird.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that it's just one of those situations where you've gotten slightly hung up on a single random internet comment that was
I mean, fair.
mostly innocuous.
Yeah, fair.
It does inspire me though to think like, I know that art history is a major at college. I would love to see a college make video game history a major.
I mean, you could probably make an argument that you can get an art history major studying video games as an art medium.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say,
true.
as a major, that's sort of how majors work, is that they tend to be flexible. You can have a focus within that major.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just realized how foolish I was because we spent a few minutes talking about like, yeah, of course video games is art, and then I tried to go and separate it out from being art.
Studying video games, that thing that speedrunners and competitive players do all the time? No, Kirby. Games is games, my guy, but you better be good at them. But yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I think that is a fascinating thing to consider of like, what is there to study in video games? Because there is, like, even a lot, like, from an artistic standpoint, from, like, design
Video
standpoints for
games are
mechanics and
objectively
stuff.
the most complicated medium. That doesn't make them the best medium, but they are
Right.
the most complicated.
Yeah.
So, like, there's always a lot to dig into and study, I feel like, and by Jux Howdy, I just think that's fascinating.
I just think that's neat.
I twirl my mustache and think about video games. Well, I did it a little too good. So, and even on that topic, I would think, like, as an example, Tarkov is a fascinating thing because for how much about it there is, it's all, like, so polarizing, I would say. Like, the more you dig into the nature of that game, the more strange it actually becomes as, like, a development process and as a video game. Like, it's so weird how much it does right, how much it does wrong, the social elements and its popularity and its structure. Like, it is a fascinating game, I think, to study. So, I don't know. I could totally, I, like, mentioned this, I was like, I could totally see there being, like, video essays of that game as, like, as actual, like, studies in the future, like, video essay style by people. It's just a very strange piece of
It's
video
a really
game
convoluted
history.
way of saying you could see somebody making a video essay about that game.
Yeah, well, this is how I do my thing, Sean. You should know at this
I could
point.
see somebody making a video, like video essay style, but like dissecting
me,
that
though.
game in some sort of video essay or something.
I don't know, man. Maybe somebody could. Not me, though. I don't know what I would do. I've thought about it, but I don't know what I would. I don't know what kind of video essay I would be good at. I don't know, man. I feel like I think too much, but no way to actually put it into good words sometimes. I want to believe I could, but I definitely would need an editor. I'd need an editor.
Hey, if you ever need somebody to give a once-over to a script you've written, just hit me up.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely, like, there's a lot of stuff that as I just mentioned, I have a deep interest in video game study as a topic, so even if I have personal interest from design perspectives, I also just now have genuine interest in studying video games, so now that I have become a pretentious video game well, not auteur. I haven't auteured a single video game. What's wrong with me? Well, that's not even completely true. I haven't auteured a video game anybody knows. And I don't think making a hide and seek map in Halo 3 makes me much of an auteur, but did do that once. Maybe I was the original My House designer, Sean, because I named that stage My House!
Really?
I did. I actually did. Holy shit! I can't. They stole my name! They stole my name. They stole my IP. He definitely made any money off of that.
We definitely even know who made that.
We definitely even know who made that. That wonderful piece of media that I do appreciate and enjoy and is very good.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it many times on this stream, but I stand by it. If it had come out any other year than 2023, that would have been a Game of the Year contender.
Wait, which one? I sort of zoned out for just a split second.
It's a Doom wad called My House.
Oh, gotcha.
And it came out in 2023, and it's genius.
Yep, it is an amazing piece of... It's an amazing piece of media. It's an amazing piece of Doom media. Oh my god, that is a nightmare. Yeah, no. I actually did see a video on it recently that... Sean, I didn't know there was a chainsaw! You could have told me there was a chainsaw!
I thought about telling you, but you didn't need it.
I didn't need it, you're right. There's also
You got you got the super shotgun, you got the only thing you needed.
There was a BFG.
Oh, there is a BFG?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, so you don't even know about the BFG. Well, never mind. Now I feel like I spoiled something. Fuck.
I mean, I probably just forgot. I'm positive I've already seen the video you're talking about. I just forgot that there was a BFG.
I probably would. It would have helped at least a little bit with that end bit. Because God knows...
Damn.
My fighting for happiness looked a lot more like... Well, I'm gonna... Oh, that's mean. It was more like, well, I'm going to try not to die on this dead sprint to the end.
Hey, that's fighting.
Hey, yeah.
Fighting for your life.
Not dying is what matters, right? Whatever... You either kill all the demons, or you at least let the demons not kill you.
Yeah, not dying for your life sounds not like as... It doesn't sound as intense, but it's still good. Like, it still accomplishes the same thing.
Not dying for your life is now going to be the title of my first album. And I almost make that as a joke. Maybe send that
You
to
can't even... You can't even make that joke because you've literally put out an album already.
Ah, no, it'll be the name of my second album. To which, good. Do we want to do some behind the scenes? Do we want to do some behind the scenes commentary about how we came up with the name No Way Out? Because I really enjoyed that conversation we had. It was fucking wild. What were some of the names we came up with?
Oh my god.
Mine were all bad.
I would have to scour Discord. I was so angry.
Why were you angry?
Because we spent so long not getting any better suggestion than the ones Isaac had offered.
And they were all really bad. Hey,
I
my
have to
job...
find where that conversation even happened.
What were some of your least favorites? There were some pretty big stinkers in there. I'm having a hard time remembering. I feel bad now because a lot of them are... I loved them for how bad they were.
Yeah, let me see if I can do some Discord wizardry and figure out where those were.
We tried some Latin words. I remember that was something we tried. We definitely...
almost went with a fully Latin name for that.
I can't remember the one we were possibly going to do, but we did almost. And then of course I would be like, what about this one? You're like, Isaac, that's nothing. What about this Latin word for this obtuse thing?
I want to say there was an out of the ordinary Latin word, I think, for darkness. Like it was like tenebris or something. I can't remember what it was. It was one of those that, like, darkness is like a pretty standard, concept that people use a lot, but it was I can't remember what it was that we came up with. There was like people probably haven't seen this word that often.
In retrospect, though, I can't believe we didn't name it its true name, Cumfart.
Oh, that's true. We did think about that, yeah.
We should have titled it "Come
Okay,
Fart."
I found the conversation. And this is a perfect start to the conversation. This conversation started by me typing at here. That was the whole message. It's just at here, followed by fuck. That was how this conversation started.
That wasn't a title we were considering, right?
No, I hadn't even introduced the idea of it being a title. I just fucking messed up. I was typing a message and accidentally submitted before I typed literally anything.
Great.
We need to brainstorm a name for this video. Spooky Tunes is not super indicative of what the video is, and right now we don't have anything else.
Right. Which really was just the project code name that I came up with because I was like, I just want to make Spooky Tunes. So
you offered Demontix, which is nothing. Which I responded, we ain't got no demons.
It's true, we did.
You were then responded with, and this is the one that pissed me off. You responded with Spooky Tunes 2023 video graphic, to which I responded, at anyone other than Isaac, whose best idea so far is Spooky Tunes 2023 video graphic.
This is my job. I just gotta stimulate and encourage people to start doing things, because my ideas are sometimes gonna be real stinkers.
We had footage from the grave. You said footage mortis, and I said no. Arthur started suggesting Latin names. The first Latin name we tried was Denigrata Spiritu. Then Isaac just interrupted him to say Vidremt, which is nothing. To which Arthur responded, thanks for another airball.
Oh my god, I forgot how bad these titles were.
I've never seen you like this. Like, you're normally bad with names, but holy shit.
I hadn't gone on a real streak for a while. If anything, I feel like I was getting on a pretty good streak with a lot of my names.
I came up with Inventum Rituale, which we almost went with.
Yeah. Which is why, regardless of my placement in whatever we do, I probably shouldn't title whatever it is unless it's something that I'm really like, yeah, I definitely got it, guys, or else we're gonna end up with a room situation. What did he mean by video graphic? What do you think he meant by video graphic? We could have had a situation like that. What's the titular video graphic in this video?
Unknown. Jackson was on an underwater theme for reasons that I never fully understood.
Yeah, I do remember that. I couldn't tell you the reasons.
I mean, they were good names, just not good names for this project.
What are some of the names if we ever make like an underwater themed album?
If we ever make an underwater
you
horror...
offered Lost in the Sound Waves, and I thought that was cool.
Oh, shoot. Dang, that is cool.
That would just be a good vaporwave album.
Yeah.
God. And then I think pretty much we just kind of went on a few,
Jackson offered Tenebrosis. That's another one we almost went with.
Yes, that's what it was.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god, the origin of Darksight.
Did I say that? Was that me?
You offered Darksight as as a potential name.
God damn it. That's where it came from. That's how it got incepted into my brain. Not the thing from D&D. God. That was on some shit that day, man. Darksight and MCCanary, they have dark origins.
And then Lauren, our fucking savior in this conversation. Lauren was like the only person who was on her shit here. She didn't offer very many suggestions, but she pointed out why some of the suggestions we had already made were terrible and would never be usable. And then she offered that we just use a line from some of the graffiti in the video, and we were like, oh yeah, No Way Out is good. Oh, heck yeah. Have you seen the crayon prompt?
I have, and hey, we can test this. So now, guys, as I've put out before, I think I made an announcement about this. I can now, boy, this will be awkward for a second. I apparently needed to set this up anyways. Don't worry, we're going on an
Did you just
adventure,
reset the requests? What happened?
Did I?
It was just weird. It was showing up and then it like disappeared. No, I don't know. I don't know how this system works. I'm trying to use the link you gave me and it went away.
Answer for me. Did you get your money back? Because I think we're fine. Let me know if you got, whether or not you did. Okay, no, it works. That window, yeah, that window clears as soon as you. Okay, that's good to know. It clears it out whether you accept it or deny it.
Okay. So it doesn't keep a log. It's just stuff that hasn't been addressed yet. Okay. Noted.
All right, we'll let that do its thing. We'll let that cook. But yeah, from now and in the future, and if one gets denied, I'll unless it's like becomes topical or something, I probably won't even say anything if for whatever reason I have to deny. But if I do have to, I mean, you'll get your points back.
Almost never denied a redeem of any kind. I think we've maybe denied do a flip once.
Yeah. Now we can also do things like people can suggest WikiHows and wild wikis, and I don't have to worry about them putting in something there that would be truly astounding that they would think that I would have been okay with that. So, which again, I would still say
you're just tempting chat to like push the boundaries by saying all this out loud.
I mean, maybe
we've got Silos and Kirby here, and maybe even I don't know if Savannah's still here or not. I'm just saying, there's some gremlins in chat. You're taunting them into pushing that boundary.
Just know, if I do deny it, you only get one of those a stream, I believe I put it, or it refreshes, and you get put in cooldown if it's a stinker, so you can't just spam it. That actually is a good thing. I wasn't sure how to feel about that, and I'm like, okay, no, that actually does. That's fine. It took me exactly one more second to think about that, to be like, oh no, that's fine.
Silas and Kirby are both ready. Christ, Silos.
Oh my god. Silos
is gonna hit 1 million points.
Oh no.
Does Twitch allow that?
Oh my god, I might need a redeem now.
Number of points you're able to get.
I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta make a 1 million point redeem for Silos, and it's gotta be something really good.
Yeah, we'll have some time, but I'll definitely stew on that, because holy shit, I didn't know you were that close. You are actually close.
I think at that point, it's like send Silos like a 5-minute personalized video on like only Silos. This is the
1 million points.
Silos.
See, that's actually not a bad idea. Is I make a video calling out something that you say, and I guess I have to make it.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah. We'll see. But I'll make a video and I have to say it or something, because I think that would be like the right that'd be the right kind of energy. Or I have to draw a picture, or make a song, or fucking something. That's the kind of thing that I'm like, I'll make a song dedicated to the person who gets to you if you submit 1,000,000 points. I'll make a song. I'll make a song for you. I'm in a musical head space these days. I don't know why.
The question is, are you gonna write lyrics and have somebody sing it, or is it gonna be
Well,
an
I'm
instrumental?
gonna have to. I'm gonna sing it. I'll sing it. I'll
Now,
make
is
lyrics.
it a
He-
perk,
don't do
or
it,
is
he'll do
that you know.
Say that again?
I said, now, is you singing a perk, or is it
Hey man, you've heard my singing. I feel like not only have I gotten better, but I've always been decent at singing. I feel like I definitely. Hey, I had my goof with Pearl Jam, and I learned that I cannot sing a Pearl Jam song.
you can't even flow? You don't even flow?
Oh my god. Shit. But yeah, I'll do something. It'll be something creative. It'll probably be, I'll make something for you if you get 1,000,000 points, I'll make something for you and post it on the internet. Maybe that just makes something for you. It's your free commission of me to do whatever you get to do. You get to do whatever you want with me.
Don't.
Bad to touch. Oh my god.
You're so close.
Quite. Oh no, I made
Yeah,
chat
you're giving
horny.
Silas ideas.
Uh-huh. I'm like trying to now do a shortcut and it don't work. Fucking shit, this is tight. Yeah. Well,
How's
I don't
that
think
crayon prompt going?
that's a good question. Before I do that, did you ever say what you did, Jackson? I feel like I interrupted you.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, what I did this week was I started and finished a video game, which is unusual for me because it normally take like 84 years to do that.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. I started and finished Mega Man X Dive offline.
Nice.
And yeah, it was really fun because it was the gacha game that was ungotchified. And so having now beaten it, because I actually beat it tonight, having now beaten it, I would say that it is an experience I think I'd recommend for some people. I'm like trying to think of like what audience I'd really recommend it for. It's like, yes, I recommend it, but like with a lot of conditionals,
Yeah.
because like the story is extremely mid at the end and gets a little bit repetitive. Like there's like 3 major acts, but like they only needed like a quarter as much like dialogue as they actually used, and a lot of it was just sort of like dragging on, like to be like, oh man, this reveal is obvious, but we're gonna hold off on it. I will say the funniest thing they did, this is a bit of a spoiler, but I doubt a lot of people are really going to play this. By far, the funniest thing they did was the second to last level. You run into Sigma, and they're like trying to like you're pretty sure the Sigma's the big bad because he's always the big bad in a Mega Man game.
Right.
But the version of Sigma you meet is like pre-Sigma virus, like pre-Zero virus. And so he's just like, hey, I'm the commander of the 17th, Hunter unit.
So the original Sigma male, got it. I was gonna squeak that in there somewhere. I was gonna. You can't just... That term means nothing to me now.
Yeah.
It never meant anything.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the fact that he's like completely, totally like every other like end stage boss or like end chapter boss is like, oh man, I'm gonna definitely kill you dead, and Sigma's just like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing here, but if you need help, I'm the commander of these forces, and is definitely not a bad guy, 100%. Like, and he even comes back for the final chapter. And you meet him again, and he's still definitely not a bad guy. And I think it's a really funny twist.
Now, this is powerful.
I like the one on the bottom left because it's clearly taking the phrase "the origin of" and like imagining it as a like Greek philosophical painting.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big fan of the top left because of all the extra hot eyes and hands in the eyes, or eyes in the hands.
Good.
The top right one, I like that it's some kind of like... I like all the faces in the clouds. Like, the sight is not... This is some damned sight if you've ever seen it.
It's the evil sight, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then there's another one.
Yep.
I mean,
It
they're
looks
all...
like it has Jesus in it, though. Like, that's pretty cool.
It does appear to have Jesus looking at himself?
Himself, his hand.
Yeah, blow that one up.
Which
What's
one?
happening there?
Computer, what are you doing? Don't you start with me right now. Don't you start with me right now.
Oh man, it's going down to 40%.
I swear to hell.
Can't render all those pixels.
Okay.
That one
Yeah,
we
no,
liked.
I like all the figures. I like all the eyes.
I like the like eyeball fish in the
Whoa,
sort
yeah.
of left-hand side. They look like there's a fish in Subnautica that looks like that.
Even the eyes themselves have this like swirl in them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Very biblical indeed. This one, I'm a fan of this one. I don't know what it is. I love all the faces in the clouds and how fucking grumpy they all look to be like, dark sight!
Imagine what it must be like to be on that ship in the background.
Uh-huh. That's what our
They're
campaign
freaking
looks
out.
like. Sean, that's the game
Yeah.
we're playing.
I mean, it kind of is, if we could ever get it off the ground again.
And this one is good. It's a good conversation. I love all the beard. Like, at first this is supposed to be a ceiling painting, but I'm not sure if it is anymore. I don't think it
They
is.
do sort of stick out off of the painting. Also, I think the main guy, go back, I think that main dude has a little bit of Joker face.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of Joker. Well, I mean... Man, I don't know which is worse, is saying that Jesus is Joker pilled or Jesus is Jesus pilled.
Also, hold on.
What if Joker was
He's
Jesus?
wearing
build?
a collared shirt.
Oh my god, he is! Oh my god, he is! Oh, that ain't gonna do nothing. I really wanted to zoom in on that. Holy fuck.
Oh, Lord.
I do like this one too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this one is cool.
Like, once again, they really have the eye is like, it's like a dark sight of some kind of like celestial eyeball that's like evil.
Mm-hmm.
Really like oceans.
He's also in New Londo.
Mm-hmm. Seemingly. Yeah, it would be New Londo if it's water, yeah. I mean, this is clearly the Abyss, Sean. This is some Dark Souls lore. Holy
Collared
shit.
shirt is a visual allegory for how the rich use religion to control the masses.
Uh-huh. I bet you could post that with some kind of
I
like...
also didn't notice that the dude to the side of him is just wearing a full business suit.
He is! Holy shit! Holy fuck. You could post that with that tagline on Twitter, and somebody would respond with "so real, man." Dude, that's so real.
So real.
So real, man.
That's Phil. Also, welcome, Butt Doctor.
Hey! Hey, Dr. Butt Doctor.
Doctor, but doctor.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing Celeste.
We are playing Celeste. I needed a little bit of a break. Because I was getting into that repetition thought of doing the same thing over. Well, now now my hand is like, what do I do here?
What is this video game?
How do I do this challenge now?
Doctor, but doctor, you're
Oh,
oh jeez. You have to press
I mean,
down.
that's your best
dude.
run yet.
Yeah, you have to accelerate down. You got it, dude.
That might be the first time in the game where you have to do a downward acceleration. I don't think I've ever had to do that.
Maybe, yeah, that might be. But Doctor, but doctor, your name delightfully reminds me of one of my favorite Smash players, Dr. PP, or his he also goes by because it fits in the 4 characters, PPMD.
How do you keep doing... The wall kick doesn't trigger the platform. I did not remember that.
I guess technically I don't need to...
I mean, that gets you a little extra height.
Yeah. It also doesn't screw up when I start doing it consistently that way. Holy shit. Fuck. I don't know if this is... I don't know if it's helping though, Sean. It might be...
I mean, you had a rhythm going for sure.
Fuck. I need to grab the wall. I need to actually grab the wall. Fuck. Fuck.
Sorry for messing you up in this way.
Now I'm
You
like,
did it
oh
very
yeah.
early in this like room, and I just saw it happen, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? But then we just moved on, and I didn't find out what was going on.
Oh man, I inhaled too much water. I'll be right back.
You played this for about 8 hours on your 8-bit-o Genesis controller for your hands completely cramped up and you never went back to it. That is completely fair. I am playing on a GameCube controller, and I would say this is the most comfortable. Well, God, I gotta, because people are gonna be like, a GameCube controller? You got the. No, I don't. Ah!
Good job.
Ugh, fuck yes. Not a GameCube controller. It is a Switch controller that is in the shape and the original face button layout of the GameCube, and it is, for me, the most comfortable controller that I have owned. For me. Like, I might be biased, because I played the GameCube a lot, but even, like, even things like the claw, like, I was like, man, I don't want to have to learn how to play, so I was, I might actually be doing more Monster Hunter here soon, because for some reason Monster Hunter World is, like, insanely popular right now, or maybe it always was still popular? I don't know, so I might be doing some more Monster Hunter here soon. But I was like, man, I, like, tried out, when I first got this controller, I immediately...
What's the CDC, or the CVV?
What happened?
Oh, oops.
One sec.
Background conversation.
Oh,
Jackson's bad
gotcha.
at muting his mic.
You monster! I thought that was actually a response to me. Fuck. So yeah, World is kind of popular right now, but one of the first things I tested with my controller was how Monster Hunter would feel, and upon initial reception, response was not good, because I will give credit, that game was originally designed for the PlayStation controller, and largely that is the oldest rendition of the modern game controller layout, right? Like that button layout, and to do certain kinds of combinations in Monster Hunter, which they haven't changed ever, are only are easier and way more accessible to do on a PlayStation and Xbox controller than they are on the original GameCube. But I've kind of run into a Doom situation, and today I was kind of testing it, and what I came to find, and I don't know if this is because I have unlocked some kind of primordial child brain maneuver that I would do with my hands, but I find that it is easier to use the claw on the GameCube controller with my right hand than it is to use the claw on, say, like, a PlayStation controller. For me. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, but I will try to play, I will be stubborn and try to play, because I know I have an Xbox controller somewhere, I just have to dig it out, and I don't want to do that, and I like my GameCube controller, so I'll probably just be stubborn and try to play it with my GameCube controller. Even though, objectively speaking, I'm putting myself at an awkward disadvantage, but I certainly got into the, like, back into the rhythm playing it, and I was like, oh, okay, no, I could play this way. And then I found, like, no, like, doing the claw maneuver, because they're two of the things that you have to do, like, the way that the controls are mapped are your primary attack functions are typically mapped to the to the B and the Y button. And on an Xbox controller, that's fine, and that's triangle and circle on the PlayStation controller. So, like, that's fine there. But on a GameCube controller, there's a big-ass A button in the middle of the controller, and the Y and B button are not conveniently next to each other. So I just had to over the period of, like, 20 minutes, just learn a strategy of how to do the claw with the B, with my thumb with the B button, and the Y button with my index finger, and it felt fine. Like, I kind of liked the way it felt, and I don't know if that's just because I used to have to do that. I definitely know I would have had to do that in some games when I was a kid. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's better, but it didn't feel bad, like, doing the claw, to me. It didn't feel bad.
I mean, I know a lot of people have nostalgia for the claw.
So, I don't know. I'm gonna try it. Maybe that'll be part of it. Maybe that'll be my whole gimmick is I play Monster Hunter with a GameCube layout. Because I'm just wacky like that, I guess. I'm just so crazy. You'll never know what I'm gonna do. I'm allowed to make that kind of joke, right? Because, like, I think that is... I hate it. I hate that kind of shit. I don't like it when people genuinely do that kind of shit.
Apparently, Celeste is 70% off on Switch right now, but not as much off as Hentai Girls Platinum Edition.
Now, that was a thing, wasn't it? Like, I know, like,
What?
Steam...
Hentai Girls? That's still a thing.
Sure, well, yes, no. I mean a thing with Nintendo now, you charlatan. I almost called you prude, and I was like, prude is not the right word here. Prude is absolutely not the right word.
I could probably be accused of being a prude in some contexts, but not that one.
Yeah, this is the opposite. What's the opposite of prudish?
Salacious?
Yeah, man, I love that word. I need to use it more. It's a good word. You're only thinking of that word because we watched a really good video earlier. I
mean, it is on the mind.
And I mean, I don't fault you. It's a very good word. I love the word salacious. God. We'll talk about that next, but, I know, for me, it, like, snuck up on me, because I would say, like, H games and porn games weren't a thing on Steam for a while, and then, like, one day, they were just there, and I was like...
I mean, that's the kind of thing that once you open the floodgates, the flood is coming, right?
Yep.
Like,
there's no stopping it.
Yeah, exactly, like... Once they decided they were going to allow that kind of content on the platform, that kind of content was going to be... I was hoping somebody would pick up on that, Butt Doctor. Thank you. That kind of content was going to be everywhere at that point. I've been tempted to turn on the, like, filter for...
Oh, to turn them off, like 18 plus off or something?
Yeah. I haven't done it yet, because I'm like, it's not, like, a big deal, and I don't want to inadvertently miss out on a game that's stupidly rated too high or like
Right.
something. So, but it is weird to just be like, I don't know, looking at.
Usually it's like your top recommends or your trending, and you know you see stuff in there, and then you have like some fucking cat girl is my what or some shit. I don't know, man. I think maybe it was. I said that, but not joking. I think the opener to the floodgate might have been Necopara. Might have actually been that fucking
I mean,
game.
Honey Pop, right?
Oh yeah, that one too.
Yeah, Honey Pop was the primordial, yeah.
The primordial HK mod.
You know,
The primordial soul, the dark soul.
it is the Dark Souls of trying to play a puzzle game to get some content that you
Welcome,
like.
Lurks.
Well, hello, Lurks. You came into a wonderful. Man, I'm just on my shit right now. I don't know why I keep on saying stuff that way. Welcome, Lurks.
Nice. Lurks, you've outed yourself because you no longer lurk at the police day.
I mean, by all means, you can continue lurking. So.
That's true. You can continue lurking. Good to see you, though.
You can feel free to shut your mouth.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. No.
He doesn't know. Oh man. The funny thing is that so like at first my comment to Kirby was gonna be the obvious one of like, I mean it's on more sale because bad game. But then I thought about it, and I think the other day I saw like Pathfinder Kingmaker, which is supposed to be a really good Pathfinder game, was also on sale for like something like more than 90% off.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Shadow Warrior goes on 90% off like regularly. And that's a good
Yeah.
game. It's a remake, the remake.
I need to play that game so bad. I like remembered like finally getting it and being like, God, I need to play this game. God, I need to play that fucking game. I know I would like it.
If you like Evil West, it's the same developer.
Yep.
Which, by the way, I did start Evil West. I'm not very far, but as expected from Flying Wild Hogs, I love the exact level of camp that they bring to every game.
At
they
first,
have such a perfect eye for camp.
Exactly. At first, I would say, like, I wasn't 100% sure, but then I was like, oh no, absolutely. Part of the camp is that these guys take themselves too seriously, and then they still have the time to make jokes. It's fucking great, man. And also...
they're also fuck-ups. Which
Uh-huh.
I find very funny, too.
It's great. And also, how are you gonna hate a game that'll allow you to literally kick a vampire apart? Come on, man.
And the melee in that game is pretty satisfying.
It's very
I gotta
good.
say.
I would say end of the game gets a little... Some of the encounters get a little hard in a way that I'm like, man, this can get annoying, but I love that game all the way through otherwise. It's quite good.
Yeah, I'll probably be slow going getting through it just because I have a bunch of shit to play through right now, and Evil West is sort of a good pick up and put down kind of game.
Oh yeah,
that and Bolt
definitely.
Gun, I'm like alternating between those as my spend an hour doing nothing kind of game.
Mm-hmm. Ah, fuck. Man, I very narrowly had this fucking room like 3 times. Gotcha. Well, I mean, you don't got... Like many people in our chat who like to join here and put off sleeping, I'm not going to say you shouldn't.
This is the Insomnia stream.
It really is. I keep on making those jokes about how the vampires in our chat keep watching after the streams, but... I mean... Y'all are vampires sometimes. That's not an insult. I like vampires. I like vampires.
People like vampires. Vampires are good.
Listen, I made that statement earlier about how can you hate kicking vampires apart. That's also just because I like cowboys and I like kicking vampires apart. But I also just like vampires. They're not mutually exclusive. I can like vampires and enjoy kicking them apart. Right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. He'll kick them apart.
Look, I watched Angel as a kid. Like, I don't...
Wait.
It's the Buffy spin-off that is about her boyfriend being a corporate dog.
It's a spin-off? I did not know that was a spin-off.
Yeah.
I watched the movie very recently, and I used to remember seeing the show. All I remember about that show is that it was bizarre. Oh, right, that's how that works.
Juggle in, juggle in. Also, you got GG's in the chat for making it through that level.
Thank you.
Every
Tough one.
screen does feel like an entire level. Like,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Hey, this is why it might be for the best that I don't try to beat this entire chapter
no.
in a single stream.
oh god, no. I was gonna comment earlier that I was like, because we were talking about doing another game soon, like Gone Home, and I was like, yeah, we can do it in like 6 streams when Isaac finishes chapter 9.
Uh-huh.
Chapter 9 is an entire extra video game. It's
It
sort of
kind
a
of
Shovel
is.
Knight situation.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm making decent progress, though. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I think you are, but I think you are, but yeah.
Again.
Uh-huh. My favorite game. Ah! Aye. So I can jump on him. Oh, fuck, I almost had it.
Yeah,
didn't
Lurks,
know-
that's very valid. Every room is an, oh, this room.
Uh-huh. Fuck. Ah! Now, I don't know why I did that. That was just me. That was just me being a little silly, guys. That was just me being a little silly. Oh, fuck.
What?
I'm just getting a little silly with it, Sean. I just like this
Uh-huh.
room so much.
It is fun.
God. There's like there must be one more thing I'm missing, because it's like right there. Ah! Well, I didn't mean to do that.
Isaac is chirping.
What? That one I just got too high.
This is the one.
Yeah!
Yes, it was the one.
Dance with the fucking guy.
Dude, that telepathy, I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
You've got it, man. What was
You
it?
convinced his brain that it was,
There was
the
something
one.
the other. There was something the other day that you were just like, I was gonna. No, that wasn't. No, just today, because it was about the
Yeah.
spiders.
Yeah.
God damn, man. Your powers are. Oh fuck. Your powers are growing, which is good.
This is... My life is gonna quickly devolve into Life is Strange, and I'm here for it.
Blah.
I think
also
that's
need to
copyright.
play
Would
Life
you
is
settle
Strange.
for Life is Kinda Weird?
Life a bit odd, ain't it?
And I get Life is peculiar.
Yeah, that was open.
Okay, sick.
What about crikey, life wild, bitch?
No, I don't want to move to Australia.
Yeah, it's not great there. I would love to visit Australia, because
Did you
as
say it's not great there?
Not great.
you did.
I took me a minute to register that that's what you said.
Listen, I'm not even sure why I said that. I want to go
Mad
there.
shade at Australia.
It's not Canada, so it has to be bad.
Yeah.
What's funny is like I was like thinking about it from the perspective of like I don't know, man. I've always wanted to go to Australia. I don't know what the fuck I was trying to say there. What the hell's wrong with me?
Nice.
Dude, that was satisfying. I enjoyed that. No! I could have lived. I should have
It
thrown
is
him in a
sad
safe
that you have to
direction.
kill him every time.
Not every time. He could have lived. He could have drifted off in a different direction. That would have been home for him. Now what
yeah,
is
I'm
this?
not
Deal with this Amogus.
Okay. Right? This is,
Oh, this room. I think this is actually farther than I got in Farewell. I don't remember this room at all.
Hey, thanks for following, Lurks. Okay. Well, that ain't it. I think I'm getting close? Oh, I see what I gotta do. Oh, that's... Fuck. Yeah, I got it. I got it. I know what to do, but it's very weird. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is a wild one. This one...
Lurks is saying it took 13 or 14 hours for them to beat Farewell.
Well,
Yeah.
c'est la vie.
Yeah. I wasn't like really joking when I said there's gonna be like another like 6 streams. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think we looked at it a couple of streams ago, but don't you have more deaths in Farewell than in the entire rest of the game combined, or something close to that?
me? Yes, 100%. I want to say I had like 14,000 deaths or something like that, and like 8,000 of them were Farewell.
Yeah, I
Oh
think
my
that's
God.
right.
Ugh, this is so fucking hard. God, that's so tight.
Real
Unless
tight
I'm-
butthole.
Unless I'm fundamentally misunderstanding what I'm supposed to do here, I feel like I got the right idea.
You've got an idea.
Because I gotta get him. Ah, I missed it, barely. Whew. Ah. Woo! Oh no, that would have been bad if it would have launched. Surely that wouldn't have happened.
I mean, it couldn't have launched you far enough to reset your spawn. You'd have just spawned at the edge of the other screen.
Oh yeah, that's fair. This room either takes people years or no time at all. I mean, it's a tough one. I've got an idea of what I'm trying to get the pufferfish down to the corner. That's where I'm trying to get him, and I know how to do it. But the goal... Okay. I can do that. I can do this.
There were many rooms that took me years. I think this one particularly did not take me so long, but
Yeah.
there were many that took me a very long time.
I think I got it.
Jackson, do you want to voice your Celeste prowess?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess probably the biggest accomplishment was just playing the vanilla Celeste game and getting the Moonberry out of this chapter. I did also do Deathless on all the seasides. I guess it's probably something pretty good. Yeah, that's probably about all I've got.
Yeah, he's our big Celeste guy. I mean, we're all big fans of this game, but he's the mega gamer.
The GG easy boy. He's the good at video games. Ugh, almost. I feel like I definitely have it though. I'm so close.
The fish is working for you.
Yeah, I've got the
The next
fish
step
trap.
after the fish is a little bit fishy.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah,
I've almost
Lynx,
got it.
Yeah, Lynx, you have about 100 hours more than me. That's I respect that a lot. It is a grind when it gets to that point.
I don't know how much I've put into this game. I mean, everything I've put is how much I've been on stream, so... So
You probably
close.
put like you probably put like 30, 40 hours. I don't know how long we've been streaming for.
Gotta be more than 30.
Yeah, but probably at least 40 or something like that.
I mean, Steam would tell us. Hey, nice.
Oh, I was about to be like, and then the fucking screen moved a little, and I was like, those motherfuckers.
Let me see if Steam will tell me how many hours you have in Celeste. 39 hours.
Hey, we were okay. That was
You were pretty much on the money.
yeah. 16 goldens and 100%. Dang. Which of the 16 goldens do you have? Do you have
I almost had it.
Because there's 24 goldens, right? Like the A, B, and C sides.
Yeah, we've like glanced at Celeste mods and they look horrifying.
Yeah, the Celeste mods is a territory that I would get 202 berries before I'd go Celeste modded. Maybe 201 because one of those berries is doing Chapter 9 Deathless, and before stream I joked about how you'd have to pay me money to play Chapter 9 again, but it'd be a small, like 15 bucks. To actually do Chapter 9 Deathless, that's probably more like somebody would have to pay me like 1,500 bucks.
Yeah, that'd be a full-time job. You're gonna pay me
Yeah, that would
hourly?
be a full-time job, yeah.
You're gonna pay me hourly for this. Alright. Shit. So close.
Okay, you did 1A dashless. I've kind of wanted to do 1A dashless because it's so different.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how well designed this game is, that you can have that kind of tech. That's awesome.
I do love the idea of 1A dashless. It is a very fascinating beast.
Tech in video games fascinates me from the standpoint of there's a lot of cases of tech being a combination of intentional and
I don't want to
unintentional.
interrupt you, but I did. It took me a really long time to figure out that you didn't mean Tekken video games, as in like the series Tekken.
Did I say Tekken? I thought I was saying tech.
You said tech in video games.
Tech
and I thought you said
in video
Tekken
games.
video games.
I mean, Tekken is in video games. You're right.
Uh-huh.
Dude, Tekken is video games. What is more video games than Tekken, Sean? We all love our
Nothing.
boy Eddie. I do. Listen.
I stay in Huarang, I don't care who knows.
Wait, not Eddie? I thought Eddie was your boy.
I mean, they're both my, but those are my two. Those are my pair
Those are your boys.
in Tekken Tag.
I
I do
mean,
love Tekken Tag.
there's not a game I've played since, and only one piece of media that I've seen use capoeira that I know of, and it really, frankly, well, that's not true. I know one other piece of media, or one game that has capoeira in it. The Bomb Rush. God, what the hell is the name
You're
of that
almost
game?
there. You have all the
You okay?
pieces.
Bomb Rush
Yeah.
Bomberman
Funk.
64?
Funk.
Nope.
God damn it.
I believe it's Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, thank you. Technically, there's a combat system in that game, and it is breakdancing, aka capoeira.
I did not know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that game looks rad. It's sort of unfortunate for it that an actual, like, Jet Set Radio sequel was announced, like, shortly after it came out. Maybe it's good for it. Maybe it'll drive up interest.
Like a sequel, or I've heard it was a remake.
Like a
I heard they
remake
were
or
working on a
something?
remake for
Yeah, I don't know.
Jet Set Radio.
I'm not the most knowledgeable on the topic.
Bob Funk's Rider Cuck is actually one of those H games on Steam, Kirby. Common misconception. But yes, you breakdance to do melee combat in that game, and breakdancing as melee combat is just capoeira.
Yeah, that is what that is.
So, capoeira is great. What the fuck was I talking about?
You were talking about tech and video games, and I derailed you by talking about Eddie.
So tech in video games I find fascinating because how much of it is a byproduct of just accidents almost in like coding and design. Like how much of it is like we were working with the system and the game did this. We didn't expect
Well,
it to do that, so why don't we just have the game be around that?
I want to say fighting games is the most significant example of that, because it was like Street Fighter 2 or something where they, in no certain terms, like they absolutely did not intend for a combo system to exist. It was the players that discovered pairs of moves that just happened to work extremely well together.
Yeah, my favorite example of of like developers sort of embracing glitch tech is always going to be Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple of examples, but the big one is Mercy's Guardian Angel. There's like mechanics with how that works that were never intended or built into the game, that they were just like, this is just cool. We're gonna fix this bug, but we're gonna just patch in a feature that is this,
Right.
so that it works reliably.
And that's the like kind of jump stuff that you could do with her, right? Where like if you dashed at somebody and then like you would get a little bit more momentum if you jumped at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where you had to
What'll
like jump at the dip. Also, yeah, as Lurch points out, there's lots of movement tech in Celeste that was built in intentionally.
Yeah, that's one of the crazy things is the fact that like for Celeste, it was honestly pretty intentional. Yeah, like it feels like it wasn't, but in reality, yeah, definitely designed that way. And that's nuts.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. Like, they built essentially an entire video game's worth of movement features into this game that they fully intended people to not use.
Yeah,
I
you
love.
can get
I
away.
love
You
shit
can get
like
away
that.
with like a third of their intended tech.
That's the thing that I will actually say is like, if I could ever get into Mario 64, like I genuinely understand that that's a huge part of Mario 64 is you don't have to do any of the tech in that game to play it, even like competently, but it just gives you a toy box of moves to be able to play with, and that's fucking cool, honestly.
Yeah, there is an iconic video that is immortalized on the internet where a YouTuber called Simple Flips put up like a 2-minute video and is titled "I've Got a Better Idea." And what it is he's just doing like some modded level, like he's deep into like modded content. But he sees a jump that like anybody else would be like, you can't reach this. Like this is like Mario can't reach this new platform. But through a combination of like backflips, ledge grab, wall kick, backwards long jump kind of movement, he accomplished it. Like it's just. You don't actually have to watch the whole 2-minute video. You can just watch the 15 seconds where he pulls off this jump, and it's just like, oh my god, like, it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Mario's full of that kind of stuff.
Right. Well, so yeah, no, I love that just as like a philosophy of like how many even intentional like techs that happen in video games weren't still at least spawned with, we didn't expect the character to do that. Why don't we just leave that in? You know? Like, how many of them are just, well, that was a lot of fun to do, why don't we just let them do that? Things like, you know, the whole concept of diagonal running in Doom, I never even knew that was a thing, Sean. Like, really, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, where like X plus Y just means you're going X direction of full speed and Y direction of full speed.
Yeah.
And I mean, you have things like Source or Half-Life. What is it about like Source or Half-Life bunny hopping that just you can really fuck with like the acceleration values? Like I don't even understand how that works.
It's Quake bunny hopping.
Gotcha.
It's really weird. It's just like weird momentum preservation, and it's tied to like mouse movement and all kinds of weird shit.
I want to say that Half-Life 2 has something like that too, where it's, I mean, it's same. No, it's not the same. What am I saying? but I think there's sometimes
Good night.
engines where like as you were saying, Sean, where it's momentum stuff, and they don't account for moving backwards. Where like if you move forward and you keep accelerating, you'll hit a maximum acceleration, but you keep moving backwards, and they're like, oh well, we don't have to. Like people aren't gonna just keep on moving backwards faster because why would they run backwards?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't think to like cap the backwards speed,
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
Half-Life 2 had that one big time. The bunny hopping in Quake and Half-Life is crazy. Like, I learned a little bit of it because I never bunny hopped. Like, I wasn't a hardcore Quake player. I was 3.
Right.
So
Sorry, just caught me a little bit after that.
I wasn't hardcore. I was only 3 years old. I mean, is this where we also... I do love this story. This is the... I mean, it probably wasn't gonna sound rude. We could cover one of my favorite stories of yours where your dad comments about your Quake skills.
sure. So I had my parents were very much not like they didn't really care what media I engaged with as long as I was like comfortable with it. And I was a weirdo, so I was comfortable with a lot of weird shit as a kid. So I was born in 1993 and Quake came out in 1996. And we would have like little Quake tournaments with my dad and my sister and like some of my dad's friends. And we were just like playing some deathmatch and I killed his friend Larry. And Larry typed into the chat and was like, "Good shot, Sean." And my dad answered back, "Larry, Sean can't read."
Someone's at the front door doorbell.
Now, Jackson, are you okay?
Yeah.
It sounds like somebody might be breaking into your house.
We're about to find out.
Ah.
If I turn out not okay, well, we'll know.
Well,
Did you
just
order
know,
the breaking and entering online?
or a
Yeah,
vampire. Did you order a vampire? Which I guess technically now you've already broken the first rule of vampire, which is you did give them permission to be let into your house, I guess.
And it's weird too how you specifically wrote into the delivery instructions that they were welcome to come inside.
Yeah.
That seemed like a bit extra.
Yeah, please deliver me one sandwich and deliver it inside of my house, please.
Uh-huh.
In my kitchen and everywhere else you'd like to go.
You don't remember making that video, that message either.
Yeah, no, I don't remember, but it was. But I don't refute it. It definitely sounds like something I would say.
250 mil. That's actually not well. How much is 250 milliliters?
That's not that bad, honestly. You could
How much?
that's
A
like
quarter of a liter.
that's like giving
You know
somebody
how much a
10%
liter
tip.
is.
That's a lot of blood, actually. A quarter of a liter is a lot of blood.
You have more blood than that.
We have more
You
blood.
can give a quarter of a liter.
Yeah,
You're gonna.
easily.
Are you telling me that you would have like even a liter of your blood taken out of you and not like a liter is.
We're not
What?
talking about a liter though.
I know. Here, no. I'm trying to visualize. Imagine a liter of Coke. Now
Yeah.
a fourth of that. Now a fourth of that.
I mean, I want to clarify, you're probably envisioning a 2 liter of Coke, so...
Well, that would be half a liter. Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. My math was wrong. Why did
One
I
more
thought they
time.
were-
Run that.
Okay, fine. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's an eighth of a 2 liter of Coke. Maybe that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 1/2000th of a swimming pool.
Yeah. It's like, imagine the sun,
Yeah.
and then just take like
tiny.
one tiny piece of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine kryptonite and how much blood. Listen, we've come back to Superman. Do you think his blood, like, do you think he like gets blood? when he gets in contact with kryptonite, or do you think his blood just like becomes super thin?
He gets
like-
blood when he.
Like it's not normal. Like it's not normally.
He has a chemical reaction with kryptonite that turns his innards into blood.
Yeah. Like normally his blood isn't liquid; it's solid. That's what gives him his hardiness. You know. That's also why he's like, oh god, stop it.
Right.
It melts all the blood in his body.
Well, to quote Scout from TF2, you punched out all of my blood.
I mean, Superman does that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he says to Lex Luthor when he punches out all of his blood.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
says,
so that-
I didn't want to do this. I don't kill people, but I have to punch out all your blood, Luthor. You did it again, man.
Wait.
I think Luthor survives that though, just because he's got like science.
Oh yeah. He doesn't need that
And
blood
money.
anyway.
Science and money.
He could
That
get a
is-
whole 2-liter, frankly.
You know,
Yeah.
you brought up science, but I don't think Lex Luthor's like... Is he supposed to be like... I guess he is a genius, isn't he? I thought he was
He's
just
like a rich genius with like a ton of tech and shit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thinking
I
about
mean, he's
it...
a comic book character, so he's
Right.
like 1,000 things. He's also like a bodybuilder and a martial artist and everything
Uh-huh.
else. But the
And he
things
knows
that
how to
make him
use a
distinct are
rifle.
that he's a genius and rich tech bro.
It really
He's a
took me
crypto guy.
It really took me a second there to be like, no, wait, really, why is Lex Luthor,
Why is
Superman?
Lex Luthor so deluxe?
Why is he so deluxe? Why is he Superman's arch nemesis? And it at least took me one more second to be like, thematically, I'm like, oh yeah, because like, you know, Superman's supposed to be like a hometown
Yeah, it's not
farm
Superman
boy.
versus Lex Luthor, it's Clark Kent versus Lex Luthor.
Lex Lucifer? Lexington Lucifer?
Lex Lucifer?
What next is Lucifer?
Milo, you can't stand there because then I can't read chat.
It's just weird to me, because it's like, he's just like a businessman. I never
I
even
mean, that's
really...
the whole thing about Superman, is that it's like, he could easily kill Lex Luthor and be rid of the problem, but
Right.
he won't do that, and so like all of the other methods of dealing with Lex Luthor don't work because he's so wealthy and influential.
And the only other thing that I'm like, I can't like think of anything noteworthy evil that Lex Luthor does other than just be an antagonist to Superman? What's the thing that like, other than obviously being a businessman, which can make you evil for being a businessman. I'm not gonna say you can't be evil for being a businessman.
I think you
But-
just don't engage with enough Superman content. Is the
Probably
problem.
not. Probably
It seems
not.
like you just don't know who Lex Luthor is.
I just don't know who Lex Luthor is, other than that he's rich and hates Superman. I just know that he hates Superman. That's it.
Also, I do love Sean because I feel like the way you described Lex Luthor, or the way you said like, it's like the other ways don't deal with him. It sounded like the only way that we can actually stop billionaires is by killing them.
Eat the rich.
Yeah.
Look, I twice in one weekend I have to say this. This is not a political stream, so I'll keep my ideas to myself, but eat the rich.
But Lex Luthor is evil because he's a billionaire. Yeah.
Because he's rich, yeah.
Billionaires are dragons building a horde, and the only way to get that horde is kill the dragon.
You know, don't give them that much credit, Silos. They would love to be compared to a dragon, I would bet. Even if they're like, yeah, evil dragon, yeah, fuck yeah, yeah. Don't give them that right.
I feel like once
Maybe-
you have more money than God, you probably stop caring about what most of the people think about you. Sure, like you still have like
Elon Musk would beg to differ.
Elon
That's
Musk and
fair.
Kanye.
Yeah. Kanye more than anyone.
That's true. Elon Musk got so sad about what people thought about him, he bought a whole social media company. So
Yeah.
And then ran it straight into the ground. Holy shit.
It's kind of impressive that Twitter is so resilient that it's still... Like, it has survived the unbelievable deluge of shit he has done to it.
there's a non-zero part of me that thinks it's intentional. Like one of those that that he got
What, like
in a
some
petty
kind
fight.
of scam?
Well, yeah, that he wants to drive Twitter into the ground. That he bought it because he didn't like how they were talking to him, like the execs and everybody. And he's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy your company and just
and bought them just to shut them down.
yeah.
Dude, I know it'll be. Now, what would be even better then is to be like, no, Elon, you can't take. Twitter has way more spite than you. Yeah, we'll let you fuck us right up, try to get rid of us. And I don't like Twitter. This is like the biggest compliment I'm ever gonna give Twitter, and I do not like Twitter.
I mean, I don't think anyone here actively likes Twitter, but it is undeniable that it is deeply woven into the fabric of modern society in a way that's difficult to disentangle, as evidenced by X.
Yeah.
By X. At least he wasn't. You know what would be really fucked up? What if he did find a way to, what is the term for it when you have a URL go to a...
Redirect.
Yeah. What if he got rid of the redirect for Twitter?
Just shut down the domain.
Just sell it to somebody for like 50 cents. Oh, you like birds? Yeah, you can have Twitter. It's fine. It's like, what is...
I mean, that would be a mistake, because that... Even if the person you sold it to bought it for very cheap, there would be a near infinite number of people willing to spend a near infinite amount of money on that domain.
Yeah, and he is a businessman, so...
I mean,
know
even if he's not, I'm saying, like, the person he sold it to would be like, oh, I could own this fun bird website, or I could own $10 million.
That I had sold to me for 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
What if Elon Musk gives him the domain and $10 million to never sell the domain again?
Oh, I see.
Interesting. Whatever
Where can
you
I
do.
sign up?
It's just a picture. It's just a picture of your face.
Holding $10 million.
My entire life's work now is to never sell this
Now,
website.
Sean, I have an awful, cruel thing to add to this hypothetical, and you have to. It has to say, "I'm Elon Musk's best friend now."
Ooh, I would do it. I would sell out for $10 million.
Fuck, man,
God,
you're
yeah.
not wrong.
I mean, it
God
depends.
damn it.
I only have to say it the once. Like, I'm fine with that website saying that forever,
Yeah.
as long as I'm free to speak freely on it. If I had to maintain the illusion that I was Elon Musk's best friend indefinitely,
That's a higher ask, yeah.
that I probably would pass on even for $10 million, because
Yes.
I just don't want that man in my life.
And welcome everybody. Thank you for raiding, little baby beefalo. You'll just have to look at this for a second while I do this. But welcome everyone.
Look at this hellscape.
It's what we gotta do. My computer
What we
is.
have.
This is what's inside my computer. This is what was causing the problems earlier, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks for raiding, guys.
Was it because you opened the eye, or was it because you needed to open the eye?
I think I needed to open the eye, actually.
Was one of those pictures like the Eye of Sauron back when he was like a teenager or something?
I mean, that's not how that works, right?
I don't know, we met the Eye,
Wait.
we met the Eye of Sauron when it was pretty old.
I guess the eye isn't him, isn't it? It's not him.
Well, the mouth of Sauron isn't him,
Yeah.
but the eye of Sauron is like a manifestation of his will.
Okay. Because for a second there I was like, it's just like a big spell, isn't it? He's just like, yeah, I have the spell of giant evil eye. I have the spell of dark sight, you know?
Uh-huh. That is what dark sight looks like. No, I don't know. I guess I'm not well learned enough of my Lord of the Rings lore, but my understanding is that it's like his life force, his spirit.
Yeah.
But I guess that's more how it's displayed in the movies.
We never meet Sauron. Why didn't they try diplomacy? Maybe they could have spoken to these creatures. I would love.
Actually, they do try diplomacy. I think they chop off his head, though. I think the mouth of Sauron comes out to try diplomacy, and Aragorn chops his head off.
Yeah, that's true. He does tell them to go back, doesn't he?
It's been a while since I've seen the third Lord of the Rings film.
Also,
Holy shoot, that was a good reference to Hunter x Hunter, the Nen manifesting.
So, also, is Sauron just practically... I was about to say Dark Jesus, but what I mean is the
Whoa.
Antichrist.
Whoa, jeez, dark.
Dark Brandon, move over.
There's a new cowboy in town. Hey man,
This room is
centrist Earther. What the
Centrist
fuck?
Earther.
Holy shit! How was your stream, little beefy? Little beefalo? How was it? Holy fuck! This is. Celeste gets us in a good mindset. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't remember the last time I hit a checkpoint, and I really hope.
It's
really
not
hope-
this room, which is unfortunate.
Right, because I'm like, it'd really suck to be like, well, wait, no, you have to wait. No, if you save and quit, you can start from the last place that you were at. But if you
Yeah,
go
the last
back
one.
to the menu, you go back to the last checkpoint. Okay, we're
Yes,
good.
yeah. So if you just save and quit and like pick up from this, you would have to pick up from this room.
I mean,
That's better than the alternative.
yeah.
That is the ideal, is that we pick up from where we left off.
Right. It just means that Isaac doesn't get like time to like practice or something if he wanted to.
No, all I
mean,
need
you
to
can
do
practice
is
this room.
make a save. Well, that's also probably what I should do. All I need to do is make a save state. I just need to save my save file, take out the save file, or copy the save file, so that way I can put it in a separate loading bin, and then I just
You've
have
infected
to.
your brain. After
yeah,
all the times I had to do that, you're just like, this is just a normal thing to do with the game, right?
It's just a normal thing that video games, yeah.
This is what you do when you have PC games. You just make the game what you want it to do at any cost. What was the exact? Why were we doing that? That was for
was like
Faith
Neon
and what
White or
else?
something like that?
And Neon White, yeah.
Faith in Neon White. I think I also had to do it for Roller Drum.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
This is a call to anyone, indie or otherwise. Just allow people to be able to wipe their saves, or be able to make a fresh save.
Multiple save
at all.
file.
Yes.
Yeah, like just improve your save system.
Yeah, multiple saves, doesn't matter. Always allow you to have multiple users. Just allow people to make multiple saves. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
There isn't.
Unless your game is like under 2 hours.
Unless
which is
your
why I
game
give
is
Faith a
Undertale.
pass. I give Faith a pass because it's so short. But like, Neon
Even-
White, that's unexcusable. That game is long.
Yeah, like honestly, even like I don't know, there's because it takes a little bit of extra dev time just to make like a save screen and stuff, but even like pretty short games like
Gotten
Gone
that-
Home, right?
You've gotten that far though. I feel like you have a functioning menu. Like maybe it is that hard, but also it
Shouldn't be-
seems
shouldn't
worth
be that hard.
the dev time, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that there is I think there is a limit. I think that under
Yeah.
2 hours, that's reasonable. That like,
A single save
you don't
file.
expect people to be like in the
Right.
middle of a like, even if they lose their save file, what are they gonna have to spend 1 hour getting back? Like,
I want to say that Limbo was like a 2 to 3 hour game and had a full save system.
I'm not saying you're
That's
not
good.
allowed to. I'm just saying I'm not gonna be mad if you don't.
Oh, not good. Yeah, I guess so.
In
Yeah.
fact, we'll commend
I'll-
you for it. We're
I'll
just
give
saying.
them I'll give them
there's
some side
tolerances.
eye.
But yeah, there's like Neon White and Roller Drum. That is sinful that Neon White does not have a save system.
Dragon Quest supporting 36 save files.
Mm-hmm.
You will use all 36, guys. Come on, they wouldn't have all 36 if you weren't going to use them. I'm just saying.
Also, we didn't comment on it, but I did appreciate the deep Elden Roll Elden Roll? What?
Elden Roll. I mean, what else is it? Haha, guys, get it? Dodge rolling in Dark Souls? Go on.
The deep Elden Ring alternate universe lore in chat earlier.
I mean, there's kind of an ISR situation in that game anyways.
The big
Kinda.
frenzy eye.
The big eye.
Oh, yeah.
The big
That's
evil
true.
eye, which you can accidentally get as an ending because of curiosity.
Yeah, if you're like, man, I really want to go. Let me get naked and go in this room. Let me do it.
I mean, to be fair, that's a lot of steps. So if your curiosity is
There's a
going
lot.
that far to not be like, there's something maybe this isn't something I should do. Fair enough.
You're committed at that point.
You
Yeah.
have to feed someone human eyes and tell them that they're human eyes. And
I was
What's it?
just curious. I just wanted to know what would
I was
happen.
curious what she would think about eating human eyes.
She just
Yeah.
thought they were grapes. What if
Yeah, she thought they were really good grapes until you had to tell her. Yeah. Back on the save feature thing for a sec, and then I'll bounce out for another minute because I'm gonna grab something from downstairs. But the funny thing about like
Is it a vampire?
having no, the vampire I think is fine. I haven't seen the vampire around my house yet. But like as far as save files goes, there's like sort of an opposite effect if there's too many, which sounds weird, but like a lot of Falcon games I've played recently have like more than 400 save slots. It'll be like 20 save slots per page, and there's like 20 plus pages of save slots.
I feel like
And
Final
it's like-
Fantasy did that too. Didn't like 7 have like 300 or 200 or something just in a row, and then multiple like pages?
With the original Final Fantasy 7, that was on like a PlayStation 1 memory card.
Yeah, but it still had the option to do that
I would
for.
let you destroy your memory card, though.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no, it only had like 15 max. Like that's as much as they could fit on the PlayStation 1 memory card.
I did do. Wait, no, I did play it on emulation. I remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
being like a thing. So for a second I was like, maybe I did play it on PC. I was like, no, I didn't. No,
I think
didn't.
emulation might have actually modded the memory card to recognize. I don't know. I think that was.
I mean,
think
you
that was
can
an
use
emulation.
15 say it's not important.
Yeah. All that to say is like when I picked up like a Falcon game that has like 400 save slots, my thought is like, am I supposed to use them all? Like, am I supposed to be organizing my save in a specific way? And it's like, no, you can just use them or not use them. But it was a weirdly overwhelming number.
So close.
That feels like a you problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I would just see
was.
that and be like, well, that's a lot. I don't think I'm gonna need more than even 2 of them.
I found a way to use like a dozen or so for like
I was
major
such
checkpoints in the game.
I found a way to use almost 100 of them, and I was about to be like, Jackson.
No, I
Jackson.
think for
I
for
do
Tokyo's End-
appreciate like having the option to make like your own sort of chapter select. Honestly, I wish that more games had chapter select features in general.
Yes.
Kudos to Celeste on that front for
Yeah,
having that.
yeah, I do sort of make impromptu. I was actually playing, funnily enough, another Final Fantasy game that had explicit chapters on them. So yeah, I just saved. I just kept a save right before the end of each chapter to go back to be able to, if I wanted to kind of, start the new chapter with that
Yeah.
save, or just re-explore the chapter I just finished.
What's funny is I feel like I did that when I was a kid on certain games. The one that comes to mind specifically for me is actually for both Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, but more for 3. There's a segment in 3 that I really liked playing, just like over and over again. I just loved playing it. And I just made a save state, like a save file dedicated to it, so that way I could just
Yeah.
replay it whenever I wanted to. And it was like at the end of the game. And that's the big thing, is it's like, it's a big set piece at the very end of the game. And I just always wanted to play that set piece because it's a fun set piece.
Yeah, and I completely agree with Beefalo as well. Like, for games that like have any sort of speedrunning scene at all, which granted, I guess that's a little bit hard to predict for some games. Like I don't know if a ton of granted Celeste paged that on the walls as they made their game, but yeah. So yeah, if you feel like your game could have a speedrunning scene to go ahead and make the availability to kind of do like a good chapter select.
Now, Jackson, you say that, but there's probably an argument out there that every game can be made a speed run somehow, for better
You
or
are
for worse.
correct. You are correct, because Superman 64 has a speedrunning scene, and that game
God.
is...
Someone developed speedrun strats for bug snacks once.
Why?
Yeah, it's... Oh, man.
Listen,
So,
I got-
to your credit,
I
yeah.
got- Oh, all I was gonna say is I got mine too. Fucking Metroid Zero Mission and Monster Hunter High Rank World Monsters. Those are mine too.
Wait, no, high rank world monsters, don't those already kind of... Like, you can just start the mission and do the monster, yeah? How would you, like, save... How would you, like, chapter select it further?
I'm just talking about speedruns in general, like Though I'm
He's
pretty
saying
sure
those are two games that has done speedruns of.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. I thought you were
anything
saying...
else. I just like Neon White would be the next, but that's because that's the only game that I've played that does a brilliant job at actually being a game about wanting you to speedrun.
Right, because I think
Even
I've
then,
seen-
I don't like. By the time I got to the end of Neon White, personally anyway, I was like, "That was great. I'm done."
I'm done, yeah.
I did like check out what the extra modes are because there is like an explicit speedrunning mode for like the game, but the prospect of a single run being the entire game was a little much for me, as like
Yeah.
a hard pivot from like each level is its own thing to now do all 100 some odd levels.
Yo.
Yeah. Yup.
But I do see the spirit of what Beefalo is saying though about like trying to have games have better, because like sometimes you just have to practice segments, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
So
this.
I do. Yeah, like being able to just plug into a specific room in Celeste even would
And
be
in a specific state, because like most games,
right. Yeah.
this is a game where you don't have like resources or anything like that, but most games you would have some kind of resources or inventory or something that you would have to be able to have in a very specific state in order for it to actually match what the speedrun would be.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Agreed.
And actually, to match your confusion and argument, there is an element of that, especially in World, because a lot of those times that I was going for was starting in arenas, but you could argue that I could then take the knowledge for training in just the fight in arena to an actual hunt to try to cut down the time, because the only other thing that's happening is traversal. So, yeah.
Well, your knowledge IRL would translate across speed runs. Am I misunderstanding what?
But then again, at least for me, there's probably tiers of that, because there's individual hunts, and I'm sure there's also a speedrunning scene for just getting through the story of Monster. If something has a story, it's gonna have a speedrun behind it at some point.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm sure there are speedruns of just the Monster Hunter campaign.
Yeah, that's probably just like an 80% for just like seeing the end of the story monster or the main story monster. I'll be back.
The story monster sounds like a chapter in a Tim Rogers video.
Yeah. What game
Oh
would
shit,
he be?
I just realized I'm referencing a part of the video you haven't seen yet. I don't think.
Well, shit. Spoilers, Sean. I don't
Or wait,
remember.
maybe that's in his Cyberpunk video. Do you know about the tennis monster?
I do know about the tennis monster
Okay,
from a
so that's in
different
his
video.
Cyberpunk video.
Okay. I actually know that from another video. He did like kind of short story reading thing that he did where he was recounting an experience he had. Very good video. It's not a funny video. It's actually just a really honest video. It's very good. But he mentions the tennis monster in that, and unless it is all... I can't think of a context where it's a funny thing where he talks about the tennis monster.
No, it's not funny when he talks about it in the video I'm thinking of either.
Yeah.
Everybody should go watch Tim Rogers videos.
He's good. He deserves it. He's a good
Check
boy.
out Action Button.
Maybe one of these days, I'll fucking... We should all get his game. actually play it, I'd be down to play.
I mean, which one?
Well, Ziggurat's on. I was on a phone, and I don't have the. I'm sure I could find a way to play it on my computer. I don't fucking know.
Truck Hack and Video Ball, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Am I stupid?
And Video Ball. He did Ziggurat, Video Ball. I thought Truck Hack wasn't out yet.
Oh, is it not out yet?
I don't know. I was.
I don't know,
Maybe
man.
it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. I guess I haven't checked.
Boy Rogers.
I mean, that is his full legal name.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, everybody go check out Tim Rogers. I mean, his two favorite works of mine so far have been the entire
Well, I
Let's
didn't know
Mosey.
he was a big fan of you.
Did I say that the wrong way?
He said his favorite works of yours.
His favorite works.
I'm back.
My favorite works of his are the Let's Mosey series in its entirety,
Let's Mosey is great.
and his Boku no Natsuyatsumi video. And that's not to say that the rest of his videos are great, and that's also because I haven't finished his
magnum opus.
Yes, probably his actually best video, because I got halfway through this video, got past the first chapter and first playthrough, and went, I now need to play this game blind for myself. I have to.
Here's the thing. Anybody who's watching this who wants to see a probably one of, if not the best, like video essay style YouTubers, check out Tim Rogers and Action Button. But the first video of his you should watch is his Death Stranding review on Kotaku. And I say that because one, it's some of his best work,
Ooh.
and two, it's only an hour long.
It's
Yes,
only
which is kind of a thing with him.
His normal review length, which is like 3.5 hours.
I have no idea.
Recently, more like 6 hours.
Yeah, or in the case of one, more like almost 18 hours spread across several videos.
It's only 10 hours, and you're not supposed to watch the whole thing.
I still did it anyways, and he called himself out, and he called me out too.
I do wonder how he edits that much content. Like, that is a lot of a single video to
The
edit.
bigger question is how
I
he
mean-
conceptualizes his videos. That's the thing. Like,
Yes.
the editing process is whatever. Like, you can sort of... There's like an organizational flow where you can just be like, okay, like, I have this kind of content and this kind of content and this kind of content, and I
Right.
can sort of plug and play, and you can just sort of chug through it if you're
Yeah.
making a video that big. But I don't know how you begin to conceptualize the script for a video like that.
I do want to say that, like, I don't think there's like a script for it. I don't think he writes
There
out.
definitely is.
You think there is?
There's
Even-
explicitly is, yes.
Yes, he even jokes
Jeez.
about either
I would
A,
not watch anyone ramble uninterrupted for 6 hours.
yeah,
That's
you have to
fair.
put up with me for usually only a maximum of 3 to 4.
Right, but you know, you got us to play off of. You're not
Yeah, I know.
uninterrupted. We interrupt you all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll
It's just
interrupt
not
you
me
right now.
rambling. You motherfucker. But, I mean, he explicitly makes jokes about his own script where there's, like, one really good joke where he, like, put something in his script and then was like, I wrote that into the script, but I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, he
Hey.
references the script pretty often.
Yeah, so he's got...
I mean, he
he's
also
got
like talks about his process a lot, which is kind of cool. It's cool to have
Yeah.
like a creative type who's that open about their process.
It's funny, one of his many words of wisdom was log your hours, and I was like, man, I don't got the time to... I don't got the brain power to log my drawing or how long it takes me to make a song. And I had to think for one more second. I'm like, I guess technically I log my hours based on streams.
Yeah.
Technically.
That's not a log, though. You can't reference that.
I mean, I could shamefully reference it to be like, this is about how long it took me to draw on live, and the only difference is I'm talking a little bit more than usual. Like, I don't necessarily go faster. If anything, I think I go slower sometimes. Haven't done a music stream yet, but we'll see. We'll see. I've definitely thought about it. Definitely thought about it a lot. Maybe. We'll see. I'm sure there's a market out there for that. But,
Thinking about it though, yeah.
No, go ahead. I was about to go on another rambly bit if you had something more.
No, I was just trying to visualize. It's like if you have a 6-hour script.
Yes.
How many minutes does it take to read a page? What, 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Like, I'm just thinking this has to be at least some 200-page manuscript or something.
I mean, he doesn't print it out.
Yeah, he does look at a TV when he a computer screen.
I'm not talking about reading that. I'm just talking about writing like 200 pages. Like,
Yeah.
I think
No,
it's
wait.
A lot.
He feeds it back to himself in audiobook format. He reads it all to himself. That's truly mind. That would be truly mind-boggling. That would be absolutely. That's what I do, guys. That's why my process makes no sense.
Well, that's what I was about to say, is that I could legitimately see you doing that.
I think that's why he doesn't have to worry about sharing his process, because nobody will imitate that.
Yeah, no one's ever going to do what he does. He shouldn't do what he does.
Who, me or Tim Rogers?
Tim Rogers. I mean,
I mean, he's
That
gone
is
on
more
length about
different
how.
reasons you as well.
Yeah.
That is more work than BDG, and that's impressive to say, because BDG also puts an absurd amount of work into each of his into most of his videos.
I've described when I finally started getting into Tim Rogers. They're like diametric opposites of the same kind of thing. BDG is watching somebody do a lot of research and slowly lose their mind as they struggle to keep the plot, and Tim Rogers is watching somebody do a lot of research and you start losing your mind watching somebody keep the plot.
That is true.
I watched that man talk about a chair for so long that I forgot what the relevance of the chair was.
It's true. Both great.
It's like 20 minutes.
So where do I land on that scale? If this is like one of those triangles, there's like triangles in geology where you have like the like 3 chemicals. If like they're at the 2 triangles, am I at one end of that triangle? How do you feel about your loss of insanity as watching somebody? Because I feel like I neither keep the plot nor feel like I or anyone else keeps their sanity.
It's about watching one man slowly drive everyone else insane.
Including himself.
Also, I love what Silas just put in chat, that Silas has mostly just been listening, and the twang of the spring has just been rhythmic and soothing.
This is ASMR streaming right now. You get to hear me do this over and over again in a way that you're like, oh, this is relaxing. I could fall asleep to this. I just wish those guys would stop screaming in the background.
It's our brand, it's the only thing we know.
They're interrupting the twang.
They can interrupt each other all they want, but just don't let them interrupt the twang.
Give me my twang, dang it.
Hey, it doesn't help that this music is genuinely like, this is what I'm saying, is I like this music for just how it's a relaxing song, because I do feel like if it was like a song that would like try to pump you up, you would lose your mind.
Yeah, you need Zen music for this for sure.
Yeah, I think that was probably a conscious decision.
Oh, no.
I went faster. I didn't expect to go faster. My brain and my body lost the sync. It lost the sync.
I think for like this, you need Zen music. For modded, you can definitely go back to hype music because those are people that are trying to like push themselves to the nth degree.
Yeah,
But Chapter 9 is a lot of people just trying to survive.
God damn.
Chapter 9 also, for all of its fuckery, it almost never feels malicious. Like,
Oh.
these levels are difficult, but never in a way that feels like it's designed
Sadistic,
to be...
yeah.
Yeah, it's not Kaizo.
Like, it's just really precise, difficult challenges, but the music, the level design, it's all there to be like, but just to be patient. Just be patient. Ow. It's hard,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
hard,
evil.
but not
exactly.
evil.
That's my... That would be... If I... Because I am interested in design that pushes challenge as a way to, like, keep the player tense or engaged, but I never want to make something that's outright, like, evil. I would never want to do that. Like,
You would never want to make
genuinely.
Lisa.
No. Well, no. I'm gonna actually say no. I don't even think I have the humor to be able to pull off a Lisa-style game. And I like
Didn't expect
Lisa.
to get such a ready agreement out of that.
I mean, I think I dabbled in that part of my personality enough between Lisa and some other pieces of media to say I don't think I could do that to anyone else because the places I went to do it to myself were not great.
Valid.
It's a good game, but it is very antagonistic game design and woof.
Yeah, shit. I almost had it. I had a Hail Mary I was trying to line up there, and if I would have gotten it, I would have... would have shit my pants. Fuck.
I know there's
What's-
a deeper meaning to Lisa, but honest to God, I really just don't recommend that game.
I mean, I only recommend it if you're gonna get something out of that deeper meaning. It's a good...
I mean, that's sort of a hard thing to call in advance.
Right, like, I'll say, if you are genuinely having a bad time in the kind of, like, headspace of, like, wow, I just do not enjoy engaging with this, definitely do not play Lisa, because there is a certain amount of masochism that goes into enjoying that game, and I do enjoy it, but I won't deny that it is a certain sense of masochism. Because I would say, like, from a thematic... Damn it! From a thematic standpoint, there's a lot of, like, the places that it goes with a lot of its theming are good, but can only get there for the nature of the game. And if you just don't enjoy that, then, yeah, no, fair enough, you're not gonna enjoy it. That's why, at some point, if I ever do stream it, I'll be like, this is for everyone who will not objectively enjoy playing this game, because I think it's at least worth experiencing for the things that are in it, like the content that is in it. And we could go into a discussion of there is an argument that you might not get as much if you don't directly enjoy it, like don't directly engage with it, because it is on a mechanical level too. But I think there are also lines, right? You know?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's sort of similar to the like difficulty options in video games conversation, where it's like, just because someone can't have the idealized version of the experience of this game doesn't mean they shouldn't be allowed to have any experience with it.
right. Which I think, if I was to ever get to that point, because I would like to take a pass, because so many of my favorite games are the kind of games that, you know, have high skill ceilings that allow you to really, like, dig into them. Like, if it does have any kind of difficulty slider or ways to like make the game easier, always be like still prodding the player to be like, the game is easier, but you should try to bump up the difficulty, or you should try to push yourself. That's always what I would try to design that kind of philosophy around. Is I'm not here to be like you can't make the game you can't not make the game easier for you. I won't prevent that, but I think you should challenge yourself, because
And I think part of
might
that
get
is
more out of that.
accomplished by modern games like Celeste and Hades, treating the difficulty options as accessibility options.
Yes, yeah.
It makes a very clear line in the sand of like, this isn't how you're supposed to play this game, but if you need this, it's here.
right.
Yes, I do like
As opposed
this
to easy mode where it's like, nice.
It's
Very
nice.
nice. Checkpoint.
I'll take a
True
couple
gamer,
passes
true
at it, but
gamer.
I'll probably start the closer here. But continue. I don't want to cut you off on your thought.
But yeah, so like, as opposed to a true easy mode where it's like, is this, like, how legitimate a way to play the game is this? Like, is this an intended way, or am I missing out by playing it on easy mode? So I think that the solution that Hades and Celeste aim for, where it's like, you can make this game easier in a way that you'll be almost guaranteed to be able to beat it at like a level that's comfortable for you, but it's presented just from a UI perspective, from like a how it's referenced. It's clearly presented in a way that makes you understand that it's not what you're meant to do, and if you can play the game without it, you probably should.
Yeah, because they literally call Hades literally calls it like God mode or something like that, right?
Which
Yeah,
is also
which is-
just a fun pun.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. It's a very good pun in that game. But yeah, like it's like because we're just familiar with the concept of God modding something to make it invincible or super powerful, and like it's like that is definitely outside of what a game would be like, or what a game is normally like. Like that's something a player does.
I would say, like, I would love to even experiment with that and try to take it one step further with the concept of difficulties and, like, find ways to either subliminally or mechanically, like, be like, you can play it easier, but, like, just lightly nudge and encourage the player to be like, but try it a little bit harder. Like, be way more natural in it, and definitely not make it about, like, any kind of judgment, and not be like,
Yeah.
you could get good, you know, and instead be like, no, like make it about like even a theme of like, hey, you can. It's fine that you're playing the way that you are, but why not try pushing yourself too? You could get even more.
Why
out
not
of
get
that.
good, dipshit?
Why
God
not
damn!
get good?
I'm trying not to. God damn it. And I don't know.
What you're creating is just the inverse of the very unpopular
Right.
mechanic from some of the like Wii era 2D Mario games, where if you're doing badly, the game offers you a skip.
Oh yeah.
You're describing the inverse of that, and I think people would hate it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Funnily enough, I do like the idea of explicitly, kind of like what Celeste and Hades does about explicitly offering a god mode or like an assist mode, but also alternatively, there's if you don't want to completely rob yourself, because I know that you and I, Sean, differ on this perspective, but if there's RPG elements, I like the idea of, at worst, being able to grind your way down, like grind away a challenge, to where, at least in some regards, yeah, maybe it's not the truest experience that this was supposed to be done in, but if there's some sort of like longer, more painful process that's obviously not the intended way, but still like, I don't know, still a way to earn, I guess, quote unquote, earn the achievement of the thing you did by using effort to lower the difficulty. If that makes any sense.
I get you. I don't know if I agree, but I think that's just going to be a matter of taste.
Right.
Because
like
there are
challenge
definitely
runs and stuff.
circumstances where like that makes total sense, and plenty of games have stuff like that.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
like modular difficulty in terms of, especially in RPGs, like that's a thing in almost every RPG, right? Like
right, like yeah,
RPG players almost constantly making decisions about what difficulty they want the game to be, just in terms of what content they choose to engage with and how.
Yeah, yeah,
So-
absolutely. Yeah.
Also,
Whoa.
I figured, yeah, whoops. I figured out the answer to the dumb thing I was trying to say, which is when you said modular, I immediately was like, oh, I'm a dumbass. What I'm talking about that I really want to experiment with at some point is adaptive difficulty, and then make a theme around, like, hey, if you're like playing it on easier mode, if you start getting better, the game lightly nudges to try to increase difficulty. I love the idea behind that, and then making it a theme about, like, you know, as you get better, things might get harder, but that's fine. Like, make it about that being a fine process to have. Like, I can't think of a lot.
And I
a lot
think I think there used to be games that would like quietly change the difficulty on you, like from easy to normal or normal to hard or normal to easy or whatever.
Resident
I feel
Evil
like that used to
definitely
be a
does it.
thing.
There's
Well,
a
Resident
pretty cool-
Evil had like, didn't they had like specific set things that would change?
Mhm.
I'm talking like, I feel like there were games that would just straight up change the difficulty setting.
We already, no, we already, I was about to say we already touched on it, but no, I'll say it anyway. What I was going to say before we hit it was, I was going to be like, man, there's a pretty cool YouTuber that talked about adaptive difficulty.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He was pretty cool. I forget what his name is, but he was dope.
It's probably lost in time.
Rambling. Hey. Okay, now I can end the stream.
Hey, good job.
That's surely not empty space. Oh no! You're gonna break my computer! Wait. No. This can't be the end. Granny is still out there somewhere. Which means I need to keep going.
I do believe you are very close to a checkpoint, actually.
I mean, we could call it here, and I could just pick up from here. I think this
You might
is a
have to-
good
You might have to
stopping
restart
point.
the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say this might not be a checkpoint though.
Oh boy.
I think this next room that you're about to step into
Oh,
is.
okay.
There you go.
Thank God. Well, there you go. That's a pretty that's a pretty good chunk of progress, I would say, because even the last one was a checkpoint.
I think you get 2 checkpoints this stream.
Did I?
Yeah, because you did the big puzzle room, and there was a checkpoint right after that one.
Oh well, fuck.
This bird is farting stars.
It's a magic bird. It's a magic bird.
Some magic stars.
But yeah, because always the 2 examples for adaptive difficulty that come, or 3 examples now, are Resident Evil, God Hand, and Synthetic. Those are the 3 main examples I can draw from the top of my head of games that are either explicit or in the background adjusting difficulty based on your performance.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a sort of like Undertale, Gurren Lagann themed game with that kind of difficulty would be that's kind of a dream idea I've always thought about.
Becca?
What?
What? Please explain the link you're trying to draw between Undertale and Gurren Lagann.
Like a
Determination?
You know, yeah, determination kind of thing.
Okay,
Stay
okay,
determined.
okay.
You know, just it will get harder the better you get, but you can't give up because of that. That I would love a game. I would love the idea of trying to workshop a game like that. I've definitely thought about it. So, you know, the game might get harder, but so were you. It only got harder because you were getting harder.
Well,
But yeah, no, I don't know. I that's one thing I've definitely thought about, and those are the main 3 games that I've thought about. So
Yeah,
inspired
those are the
that.
only-
Sorry, my brain riffed on that tagline you made, and it just envisioned an alternate universe version of Super Hot where the tagline is, "The game only gets hard when you get hard."
I'm glad that you made.
It's called Super Hard.
I'm glad you made a joke like that because I was thinking about making a comment
Hard.
about from earlier of it's hard but not evil. Like that would be
Oh yeah.
a good adult something or other.
What are you?
But then
what?
maybe it should be evil.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we want it to be evil.
Well, only if you like that.
I'm just saying that's like a popular niche. We can capture that niche.
Make a video game that is about being hard and evil.
Yeah.
That we're getting into some VR, man, with baby steps, man. We'll have to get a few in the tank before we get there.
Why does it have to be VR?
I mean, how's it gonna know? How's it gonna know?
If
You
you're
need some kind
harder-
of peripheral.
Yeah, we need the sensors. Okay, I'm with it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right, I'm ending the stream. God damn it. But no, thank you so much, everybody, for joining. I had a great time. If you're able to join for the live show, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to going back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following or clicking any of the links. There's a link to an Instagram, a Facebook, a Twitter, and a Discord. We go live on any one of those platforms as well as anything else that we're up to, and just generally you can come hang out with the rest of the community on there. It's a good time on the Discord. Also, stick around to the very end. We usually do a bit of a closing bit and a raid after every stream, so that way the vampires in our chat can keep watching. Just remember, everybody, to lock your doors and windows, because it is almost lunchtime for vampires. And my cat just knocked my controller out of my lap. So I'm
Ew.
glad nothing bad happened.
That's where cats go.
I feel that my cat's smelling my burps right now.
I mean, that's
My
what
cat-
cats do.
My cat is on my desk, actively using its sniffer. Like I'm like burping once. It also wants to. Apparently, soda's a foreign concept to it, and I'm drinking some soda right now. And she keeps wanting to sniff the glass, not wanting to drink, just wants to sniff it. And every burp I do, her sniffer is like fully activated, and her head's like going around the room, just like.
You keep on calling it her sniffer, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna stop you. You just keep calling it her sniffer. I just wanted to point that out.
She's also licking her lips a little bit. Maybe she does want this. I don't know.
Licking his melon.
Well, I see. I keep.
Melon.
Okay. The paw's coming out. She's going for the glass.
Oh, there it goes. There goes the dip.
Yep, there it is.
Uh-huh.
But I
She's
keep on calling
thirsty.
it. She is thirsty. I keep on calling it a
Yes.
sniffer though, because like, I've never seen a cat so actively. I should maybe post footage of this at some point. I've never seen a cat so actively use their nose. Like I'm seeing like the muscles of the nose moving. You know.
I mean, I wouldn't say I've seen my cat do that, but I've definitely seen cats on the internet do that. Just
Yeah.
get in there. Just get all nosy with it.
You
So
watch
you
some
should
cats on
share
the
it.
internet, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm so cool, aren't I?
No, I was just being silly.
Oh, you little goober. I'm gonna continue the outro.
Right, sorry, I interrupted the outro with cats.
I mean, I interrupted the outro with cats, so really it's my fault. Also, a huge thank you to everyone who supports the stream and all of our subscribers. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream, as well as take on more projects, and the stream would absolutely not be made possible without viewers like you. So we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple of the benefits you can get, you can always subscribe directly on Twitch, or check out the Patreon page below. That'll show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Thank you. Once again, thank you. And thank you to Ramad to do a wonderful job holding back the rope and earning me preventing me to become famous. Thank you, Sean and Jackson, for playing more Celeste with me. I had a good time.
Yeah. You're
Yeah,
gonna
that-
beat Celeste Chapter 9.
I'm definitely gonna do it. Definitely gonna do it by the end of this year.
By the end of this year, probably. Like, give it another 4 streams.
Yeah, I feel like I got some good progress tonight. Like that was good. I'll run some B-sides to train in the meantime every now and then. If I have like a couple minutes, I'll like run a B-side. So, well, hell.
The more I watch you do Chapter 9, though, the more I'm convinced that the C-sides are genuinely easier than Chapter 9.
It
I mean,
probably helps
that-
that they're shorter.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, do you want to start? Who wants to start housekeeping?
Downtown voice acting is immediately taking like a month and a half off because we're talking about doing I don't know how much we actually want to talk about publicly, but we're talking about doing another project. So I will intentionally be unavailable for Saturday,
It's a
Sunday
Tiny
stream. Yeah, it's Honey Pop, dude. Yeah. So I'll be intentionally unavailable for like Saturday, Sunday stream for like a month because the project we're gonna try to do in that month, and that's gonna start like 1 week from now, I think.
Yeah.
Good luck with your project.
Thank you. I mean, you guys are part of it too.
Good luck with your project, Jackson.
Thank you. That's a good point. Is MCCanary? This is probably something to talk about after stream. Are we gonna keep on streaming on the weekends? We could stream the project, actually.
We'll discuss it.
Yeah,
I'll
we could
discuss it.
If you enjoyed the stream and you want to see me talk about a bunch of old video games, check out Talking Skull on YouTube. I also have a video game. Nope. I also have a video about this video game. So take a look.
Also, check out the rest of our friends, Virtual Boys, Corvus Cryptid, Crowcast TV, and Blue XP's. Virtual Boys is James and Arthur's stream. They were streaming on Tuesdays playing co-op games or multiplayer games. Corvus Cryptid is Ren's Twitch channel. They usually play cozy games or spooky games. Crowcast TV is Tara's channel. She's a fantastic artist and usually does live art on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, sometimes with James. And Blue XP's Aqua's channel. She usually does horror games and multiplayer games. And me! You can find everything that I've been up to on my Linktree. You'll find 2 YouTube channels. One's the VOD channel, one's the random bullshit channel. I've got a SoundCloud, I've got an art station. I'm posting on a bunch of places, so go check
He's a
everybody
regular
out.
Renaissance man.
Yeah.
I'm the 1700s Renaissance in one human being. So go check everybody out in Goblin Entertainment. I think that's everything. Dot is streaming. Their thing says special events, so there might be something going on. So we'll go ahead and head over to Dot. She's a VTuber. She's super cute and she's rad. So stick around for that. Otherwise, have a good evening, everybody. Take it easy. Sean, is there anything you'd like to tell the audience?
Don't forget to open your dark eye so that you can see into the madness.
Jackson, is there anything you'd like to tell Lex Luthor?
Hey man, know that the only way you can stop is by being killed. And that's a profound lesson for a lot of us.
Just look into it. Okay, what could go wrong? Just get in there.
Get in there.
Just kiss all of these men.
Just
Kiss them all right on their bearded mouths.
There's so
Guys,
many men to
I'm not
kiss.
doing this. Guys, I'm not doing this.
What?
There's too many men.
Guys, something's wrong with the stream. Don't look at the stream.
What's
What's
happening?
happening? It's
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, man. I don't have control over this.
Somebody
Are
has
we
their
getting
eye on
into
the
crime
screen.
kissing position?
Whoa.
I think it stopped.
It's like jittery.
Oh no!